Hey, after 1 week,
God.
after only missing a week, we're back.
How many fonts are you gonna rip off, my dog? Give us time, brother.
Every single one. All of them.
Lead us in. What are we doing tonight?
I will definitely say though, it's getting difficult. Because like on one hand,
you had to do some work for this one.
I had to do some work. I learned things about Photoshop that I didn't know how to do. And I don't know. It's fun. I have no idea how many people like actually appreciate it, but I do. So fuck them, I guess.
Welcome to Not Another Podcast,
Where the only N-word we say is NEP. I'm Max.
I'm Phil.
And
nice to meet you.
There we go. 15. Theoretically, if you multiply that by 2 weeks, that's a good amount of weeks.
That's a good amount of weeks. We've been at this for a while. I mean, we're coming to not the close of the year, but I mean,
I thought you were going to say we're coming to the close of the podcast too. It's been a good run.
Good run. 20 episodes. That's it.
Yeah,
we're calling it quits. But yeah, we had to take a week, mainly because that week that I came back, or last week rather, from Vegas, I had to recoup some costs.
Understandable.
I had to get some finances together.
And your bicycle was in the shop. So
was in the shop. Couldn't get my poker
I was
food.
going to say, I can come and pick you up, you know.
True.
I mean,
I should have thought of that.
Yeah, well, it's out there now.
I was also working the next day.
That makes sense.
So that was definitely one of those. And I had a bunch of a bunch of parties to go to that day.
Yeah. Getting too cool for the podcast. I get
no,
it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like
popularity of our 11 viewer podcast is blowing up your ego.
Yeah. We love all of you. Don't let him sit there. Don't let him downplay you like that. How dare you?
11 super special friends.
Yeah. Oof. Don't call him that either.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you know.
No, but it was. August is a really huge fucking month for our group of friends just because there's so many like individual birthday parties, and they're not even like parties anymore because we're all at the age where it's like, let's just go to a place and have a time. And then we'll always sit there and do is talk about how we hate our jobs, and then spend more money than we need. We went to this fucking for my sister's birthday party. We went to this place called the Sugar Factory, which apparently I had no idea.
You went to the Sugar Factory downtown?
Yeah.
How'd you like it? It's about how I felt.
I had a fettuccine alfredo, and I was like, this is okay.
Okay, I didn't have the food.
You didn't have the food?
I didn't know they served food at the Sugar Factory that wasn't like a dessert.
Yeah. Overwhelmingly, everyone said, yeah, it's good. But not, like, for us, the problem was we had a $30 minimum to meet.
Ooh, as a group or per?
Per.
It was. I mean, with the drink prices, that's not too difficult to reach.
My God. Okay, so granted, that drink was, those drinks are like $35, $45.
Yeah.
They're 64-ounce drinks of just pure fucking booze.
I think the one time I went, there was like a Sour Patch watermelon one.
Yeah.
And it was really good. But man, I would not pay for that again.
Okay,
and I didn't pay for it that time.
Yeah,
as well,
so when you were there, did you have that really awkward thing where people were consistently going back and forth and having birthdays, and you could choose the song that they came and danced out your cake to, and the way it works for the timing for them was they have the cake and they have their fucking firework in it that acts as the candle. And what essentially happens is that it burns, but the problem is it doesn't have a set fuse timer. So what ends up happening is it will normally you'll have songs that go for maybe 20 to 30 seconds, and then some songs will last for an entire minute and a half. And it's just the people clapping consistently in your fucking face while the cake is burning. So that's what happened to us.
Eat the food,
yeah, so that's what happened to us. And these people, and this motherfucker is just hitting spoons right next to us, just fucking jamming. Yeah. Like, he's having a time, because we put on This Is How We Do It for my little sister, because she loves that fucking song by Montel Jordan. You know, the one, This Is How We Do It.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is how we do it. And it's a good song, but, like, It's really awkward when, like, the rest of the restaurant gets into it, and then, like, a minute and a half in, everyone's just like, all right, kind of staring, but the people are still fucking sitting there.
Well,
and I felt like I was in some sort of weird hell that wasn't going to stop anytime soon.
well, like, kind of similar. We went out and celebrated a friend's birthday at Izzy-Bon, like, recently, right?
Yeah.
And it was his birthday and 7 other people's birthdays. Apparently, Korean barbecue is a pretty hot spot for birthday parties, and that was on like a Sunday night. So, like, okay, Sunday night, you all go out for the party and everything. Last night was a Thursday, and it was dead, and we had the DreamHack meeting, and like 4 or 5 birthday parties still.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of tables like filled, but every table was a birthday party, and like. There's a certain point where it's like, once you get like 3 or 4 people saying it's their birthday, maybe just stand at the front of the restaurant. Like, do one blanket birthday party, quietly bring the cakes out, and then just, like, let it go.
Fucking rock, brother.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It was okay. I ended up somehow not having to make the $30 minimum and ran away with it. It was $23 for one fucking drink and one entree. Fettuccine Alfredo, which is, it was like...
Did they put chicken in it, or was
the
$15 upcharge?
The chicken was a $5 upcharge for sure.
Wow.
So that happened. Is Max going to DreamHack? Well, we'll talk about that when it gets to your week. Do you want to start off, or do you want me to start off? Because
I have done a lot.
I've done quite a lot too.
Okay, so this is going to fill out the whole thing. We don't even have to talk about video games.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
Welcome to the Max filled checkup life sum up.
This is the only way I can get with my son.
It's the only segment we have. So like it's gonna take up half the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it doesn't. I can go first, or you can go first.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I guess the biggest thing before I get into the stuff I've been listening, watching, and playing is I'm working, semi-working for DreamHack Atlanta. I'm doing some advertising stuff here in Orlando. It's nothing crazy. I have a table full of like swag and stuff. If you guys are out there, big shill, November 16th through the 18th, and you want to meet Max in Atlanta, come on out to DreamHack, because it's pretty fucking awesome. Like
I really want to go to DreamHack a lot.
Like, there's gonna be like a Halo 3 tournament. Like, I didn't know that.
Oh shit!
Halo 5 and Halo 3.
All right,
and then
fuck
a whole bunch of EDM like concerts. There's gonna be like cosplay stuff, and you pay the price, and everything's free. So you can enter anything once you get there. Like, I don't know, it's a pretty lit event. I'm really excited to be working this because, like, this is pretty big. I've been doing events for a long time. This is probably the largest scale thing I'm doing. And while I might not be doing too much at the event itself, it's nice to help out in the prep work. Like, I got a flyer, and I finally have one of these pop things for your phone. I feel so cool.
Do you have?
No, it's the only one I have.
Fuck! Are you serious?
Got, like, barely any.
Oh man.
But no. So I feel inclined to say everybody come out to DreamHack, and it's not just because I'm helping shill it. No, looks like it's going to be a really fun event. So that's the kind of the business stuff I've been working on. We're talking about, like, ideas for venues and stuff for our local stuff. I'm meeting a lot of people. I start work September 10th. I'm no longer a jobless boy.
Jobless heathen.
I was a NEET for exactly, like, a month. I was a NEET for 1 month. I got over it.
Yeah. And now you're going to be thrust into the workforce and hate your life just as much as we do. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I'm excited to see green in the bank account.
Yeah, it's a weird place to be like, oh fuck, those numbers have value to them.
Yeah. But I will also probably, like, at least starting out, like, I'm terrible with money, like, awful. Like, the moment I see money in my account, I'm like, oh god, do I spend this? When do I spend this? Like, it becomes like all I think about. And I think that's just because I've been living off of, like, ramen and shit. So the moment, like, it's over $100, I like start having, like, panic attack. I'm like, oh Jesus, this is so much responsibility. Do I buy a keyboard or do I fill up my car? Like, what do I do?
So are you a frivolous spender in things or food?
Food.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to be a frivolous, like,
like when surprise.
When I worked jobs in high school, I used to be a very frivolous spender in things, like, bad. And now, like, I spend way too much on food, and it's all junk food. It's like, I could eat healthier for cheaper, but I don't, because, like, man, I got a bunch of coupons for Subway in the fucking mailbox today.
We'll get rid of that shit soon.
Yeah.
It'll just be nothing but bulk food.
Yeah, nothing but bulk Subway sandwiches. As far as what I've been playing, listening to, and watching, I have something for every category this week. Makes me very proud. We'll start with listening because it's the shortest. I was browsing through Twitter, saw like a Twitch highlight. I think it was from Klemps. And in the background, I heard a song that I remembered but couldn't remember the name of. Turns out it was "Light Up the Night," and I ended up listening to the entire Proto Men Act 2 album. I forget what the actual subtitle is.
I thought you were talking about the Persona Q song.
No.
Light the fire, start the night. Like
light the fire up in the night.
Up in the night, yeah.
And then you have the Mayanaka version, and then you have the blue one, the Persona 3 one that I can't remember the name of. But yeah, and ended up listening to just that album. But I think it's really cool that like the album is in the same way that some of the Gorillaz albums kind of did. Like it is a very clear story. Like it's almost like you're listening to a musical, but it's like cool dystopian like synth, and then eventually it just gets into like power synth, like workout. Like Rocky would listen to this shit as he's punching the meat, as he's beating his meat.
Don't
as he
beat his meat for Adrian.
Yeah. So I beat my meat to Proto Men for a bit. Really good. That's all I've been listening to. Other than that, it's the same usual stuff. Been watching a lot of stuff. Kind of keeping up with my same shows. Hanabado, Sobiasabase. My Hero had a fucking filler episode this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it have those?
No. Like, it'll have filler episodes, one between major arcs. This is dead center, like, second phase of their, like, something exams. I forget what exactly they are. It's like, big thing just happened. Okay, time to do a filler episode to advertise the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And it 100% ends with, like, Deku and All Might, like, behind a news desk going, make sure you go see the movie, guys.
So is it in
Plus
the same
Ultra?
Is it in the same vein that most anime movies are, where the canon is not
100% not canon?
Yeah, 100% not
Yeah,
canon.
this takes place. I forget when it takes place, but it takes place before the arc that's happening right now.
My friends have been like, some of my close friends have been really on that fucking My Hero train.
Mm-hmm.
They have been like, one friend in particular, Travis, has just been like, when are they going to DBZ it? When are they going to just sell the fuck? I want more. I just want to live in this fucking world. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, if he loves it at some point,
Yeah.
I'll have to at least give it a shot.
I mean, it got a game.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
It got in it's out in Japan right now. There are combo videos.
Does it look better?
You know what? It looks like Arena Fighter.
Cybertron has Zoe already.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Shut up, Phil.
Oh wow, whoops. Yeah, you're
we're
right.
Still doing that.
Yeah. Teehee.
Yeah, they have it behind the shelf where you don't know about
Where
it.
you don't know, you can't buy it.
Ready
for
a
price.
No. Watching all that. One thing I did watch though, I picked up 2 news shows. I picked up Planet With, which is a mecha show. It has CG. Mm-hmm. It's not great CG, but the actual like concept behind it is super interesting. Very confusing in those first few episodes where you actually have no idea what's going on. It's one of those shows that starts off really wacky, but by episode 3 you're like, okay, I understand what's happening now. But like that first episode is like Fooly Cooly episodes of Confused, but unlike Fooly Cooly, they start to explain it, whereas Fooly Cooly just stays whack, which is great and fantastic. But if you can get past the not great CG, Planet With is great. The only serious problem I have with it, because a lot of people like they can't stand CG. I can handle it; it's fine. What I can't handle is like audio mixing in 2 of those episodes is so bad I thought my speakers broke.
No shit.
Dialogue is really quiet, and then something gets hit, and it blows out the surround sound.
Wow.
Like, bad. So, I don't know if that's just a my setup issue. It's super weird, because it didn't happen with all the other shows I was watching, but something to prepare yourself for. But otherwise, I like it. It's pretty good. The other thing I watched was Matt Groening's new show on Netflix. I watched Disenchanted.
Is that good?
Disenchantment.
Is it Futurama good?
It's definitely not Futurama good.
Wow.
But I think it's definitely above like current Simpsons. Like it's funny, takes a bit to start up, but like
How's Eric Andre's character?
it's not Eric Andre. If that's what you're asking.
Oh, well.
He's a lot more laid back. It's funny. It's nothing is too surprising. There's no jokes that you aren't like expecting. There are a couple like really funny jokes, but they're not laugh out loud. They're just like, "Oh, that's really fucking clever."
Mm-hmm.
But there was not. I didn't like laugh out loud a single time, but I appreciated a lot of it.
Well, that's okay because I feel like the same way with a lot of Futurama.
Yeah,
honestly, Futurama has a lot of jokes that kind of can fly by your head. I mean,
Futurama
Futurama is the show that's written by people who are like
science,
genuine science, like mathematicians, physicians, and they have like real science in one episode. It's like insane.
Talk about a show that you need a high IQ to appreciate. No, Futurama is incredibly smart. This show it's smart, but it's also not super new. A lot of think of jokes you could make about the medieval times. It's probably in this show. A lot of people I see complaining, and a lot of the complaints they have are because they didn't get past episode 4, which I can get. But like if you marathon it has like some even the episodes that feel like kind of one off. There is definitely a central plot line through all the shows episodes. It's good. It was 10 episodes and like 30 minutes an episode. It's easy to watch. But again, like first couple of episodes of Futurama aren't gold. And definitely the first season of The Simpsons is not gold, and most of The Simpsons.
I think it's a little different with something like a Netflix series, just because of the fact that the idea of it getting renewed is not necessarily a new concept, but I mean, Futurama and Simpsons have definitely won out because of the fact that they were able to have the room to grow over several seasons.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like in today's day and age, like if a series is not going to make money, especially an animated series that doesn't look like it's using a whole lot of 2D or 3D animation, like
it actually does.
Not a whole lot.
Not
though.
a whole lot, but
right.
It's obviously to augment. It's not like a CG show. Mm-hmm. It has been confirmed for a second season already.
Okay. But I think it's like a contract deal. Like there's just
it feels like they have a plan for it, like because the season 1 is called like part 1.
Yeah, man. If Bright can get a fucking sequel, so can this.
Yeah.
So can anything, honestly. If Bright can fucking succeed, then this fucking succeed.
Yeah. So I thought it was a fun watch. I mean, it didn't have any waifus in it, but whatever. Yeah. Bee's pretty cool. The main character.
Bean.
She's Bee.
Bee or Bean? I believe it was Bean.
I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? It does suck. I was kidding. Don't watch it. Other than that, things I've been watching. I started watching some guy on YouTube because he was a guest on the Super Bunny Hop podcast, Dad and Sons. His name is Nitro Rad, and he does reviews for like 3D platformers and RPG Maker games. Like that's his thing.
Yeah, I think I've actually.
I can guarantee you have seen his face in your related videos once or twice.
No, I watched his review of a game. God, what's the name of it? It's an RPG Maker game where you can literally only play it once. The idea is that
I imagine there's a lot of games like that.
Nah, but like this one was like the main selling point for the longest time was your ending is like it's very break the fourth wall to the point where it's like not in this. It's not a scary game, but it's like a very kind of somber.
You mean like you don't want to play it again?
Well, you can't. The game refuses. Hey, Chimp Raid, thank you so much, Mr. Scruffy. We appreciate you. 11 months in a row. Anyways,
But yeah, no. What was it? Yeah. But no, he reviews just like 3D platformers and RPG Maker games, which is a niche I didn't have filled, and now I do.
Yeah.
Slowly trying to branch out on YouTube because again, I don't have cable, so like it. Between episodes of anime during the week, I gotta watch something. Mm-hmm. Best friends only upload an hour of content a day.
Mm-hmm. We got another raid going. Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank
you.
Was it
Thanatos? Thank you, sir.
Everyone's
screaming at us. Jesus Christ. We really need emotes.
We need people keep bringing it up. I know. We need emotes. But yeah, that's all I've been watching really. Playing. I've been still playing Under Night. That's kind of my main fighting game right now. I'm heavily focusing on that. Yuzuriha is my girl. I love her. She is ruining my wrists in more ways than one. And I'm sorry.
Oh wow, I
Yes.
didn't even. How did I not catch
I
what
thought you were
just
just
fucking
so
said?
done. You just didn't want to acknowledge
No, I'm
it.
sorry,
You were
I'm
just
just-
looking off into like.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Yeah,
like
of
I'm
course you
just
said it.
checking chat out. They're doing their thing.
Yeah,
And I'm just I just clue back into you, and you're just flagrant masturbatory.
Yeah.
Why am I fucking gonna sit there and tell you that? I literally had an entire section of a podcast. Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're true.
Jerk to your heart's content.
You're right. But no, Love Under Night. It's on sale right now and everything. Buy it.
Bye 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 bye
If you
bye
like
bye bye
cross
bye.
tag and you're
Have I
like,
seen the tweet? I have not seen the tweet.
Oh, don't talk to. Don't look at chat anymore. It doesn't. It doesn't. It creates a different experience for the
Yeah,
YouTube
maybe people
crowd.
should come to the fucking stream, or maybe you should, if you're on YouTube, do yourself a favor. Maybe we'll give you attention.
Ooh.
Because Lord knows we're not gonna.
Oh, okay. No, I'll even the tide. There is one guy who comments on every single podcast. I see you, because you're the only one.
Thanks, dude. We
Thanks,
love
dude.
you, bro.
Oh, if I remember your name, I'll bring it up.
Wow.
No, it was a. I think it was a Lyle joke. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, playing Under Night. Love Yuzuriha. Trying to play Cross Tag again. Trying to get back into that. I really have no idea who the fuck I want to play though. Like, it's rough.
So much.
There's so many characters now.
When those two new characters, whatever the fuck, whenever Senran Kagura comes out, I'm on
It's
board
Nep.
again. It's not fucking Nep.
It's Nep.
It's Senran Kagura.
All right. Well, when Nep gets added, you're gonna look like a real buffoon. You're gonna look like a real chuckle fuck.
Wouldn't fucking Nep be purple?
It is. It's pink.
No, it's purple. Look at your fucking.
No, it's no. It's,
Yes. Look at the color scheme you're using. It's Arcana
Oh
Heart.
no! Oh, I thought you were
Arcana
talking
Heart
about
makes
the
way more
square
sense.
was pink. I mean, the square was purple.
The square was pink.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like the color scheme for the Nep is purple.
Yeah, it'll be Nep. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, speaking of, I started Nep
2,
Rebirth
Dose.
2. Yep, remake of Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II. People were right. First game didn't fucking matter. I didn't need to play it.
Really?
Yeah, no. Like, it starts like it didn't even, like, the sister characters, like, who are your main characters in this game, are just there. Like, character backstories are rewritten. Like, first game didn't fucking matter at all. Which, people told me, but whatever. I had a good time with the first game. I'm not streaming the second game. I probably won't stream the rest, because y'all didn't. I gave you guys chances. And I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm like, all right, I kind of want to play these games. But, I put out polls. Nobody wants to watch it. So, playing them on my own time. I'm about, like, 10 hours or so in. Yeah, it's the first game with different characters. But, like, Nepgear, Neptunia's little sister, is a way fucking better character than Neptune. Like, massively. All the other ones are not. All the other sisters. Uni's fine. But, like, yeah.
Vert is the Xbox girl, right?
Vert is the worst character
Noir.
in this series.
Noir is the one I'm thinking
Noir
of.
is PlayStation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
so
alright.
Noir, yeah, Uni is the PSP. So Noir and Uni are like the two that are, I think, equal. Like, I think I like them both, but like, and Blonde is way better than her twin sister or two sisters, because they're just annoying little fucking brats. Like, they hate you for most of. They are multiple boss fights just because, like, they don't believe you're nice. It's one of those.
Oh boy.
But no, other than that, enjoying the game. Who's the fucking party member I just got? Oh no.
Famitsu?
No, not Famitsu. She's in the beat 'em up.
Oh Jesus.
No, it's Cave. They do the the bullet hells, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Cave's a party member. All of her spells are bullet hells, like,
That's
and
pretty
named
cool.
after games. And all of her costumes, like, there's one that's I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try and think.
Don't even try it. That Cave is a
Yeah.
super hard pull.
Yeah, and then
Cave is like right up there with Toho.
yeah,
like, I would feel like-
right below it.
Yeah.
And then there's a character named 5PB who I will show you a picture of after this. She is your girl. You will like her a lot.
Keep going.
But she, I believe 5PB they do rhythm games, I think. But she's super cool. Not Falcom is in there too. That's been fun. A fun part of these games is just finding the companies and their little mascot characters. Which,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh, she's cute.
she's cute.
Cute. She's
Yeah.
cute.
And then when she gets like embarrassed, her eyes go really wide, and her like she gets little sound waves across her eyes. That's
I'm
cool.
not. That's really cute. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing Nep. You can't
Oh,
make me.
no, I will make you.
Ugh.
What do you think the house is for, idiot? What do you think?
Oh no! Whoops! All Nep.
Oops. Yeah, enjoying the games. The other cool thing about that, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but like once they make those mascot characters, they give them to the companies, like all rights.
Oh, okay.
So like now Cave owns Cave, and like Falcom owns Falcom. Like those are now just mascot characters that they can use.
Right.
And because of that, in this remake, one of the characters had to be replaced with a different one. I can't. Her name's just Red. I don't remember who she's supposed to represent. She sucks. The original character is way cooler. But yeah, no, that's Nep 2. I won't talk anybody's ear off about it because I know statistically, I know you guys don't care. So, but I've been playing that and having a good time. The only other thing I played was I played the beta for Shinobi Strikers, the Naruto 4-on-4 game.
Oh, okay.
It's actually kind of dope.
Well, that's most Naruto games. I've found. Most Naruto games nowadays are like actually fun.
Yeah.
Like genuinely fun times.
But like, you know, when you're playing like Ultimate Ninja Storm, it's like, man, this is like okay for an arena fighter, but I wish we weren't like in a blank, empty arena facing each other. This is literally like pick your class, pick what like skills you want to take from other ninjas. It's 4v4 in these fucking huge maps, and you have a jump, a double jump. You have a button on the ground that's a command ninja jump where you just aim it and you go fucking flying. In the air, it's a grappling hook. You can just jump onto walls and start like fighting on walls and shit. It was super fun. And I heard that the very first beta was kind of rough. I never played that, but just playing this and making my own, I made my Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. It was fun. I mean, like, $60 at launch fun? No, but down the line, 100%. Like, this game, it had stuff.
What about that one other beta that we played that came out between the time that we did?
We didn't. What?
We did
the
robot beta.
robot game?
Robot game.
No, I actually really enjoyed that. Like 100%. Not
I thought
a
it was
joke.
fun.
It was super fun, and then we played on Go to Bedcast for like an hour and a half. Super fun.
I really want to try the mode where it's like 4 people controlling one mech.
Now that I've played it, it's a little less interesting. Like the idea of that game mode, because it's very clearly like somebody controls kick, other person controls the kick. Somebody in the chat was nice enough to remind us of this awesome game's name. Override Mech City Brawl was fun and launches for like $40. So not a full price game. They're gonna add like a ton of shit to it for free, or not for free, but just like included in the package. Fuck, it's been 3 weeks, so it's kind of hard to think of what else.
Yeah,
I played.
it's
I think
actually
that's it.
been a lot. It's been a very long time. For me personally, I went over to my boy Mav had his bachelor party over in Vegas. Man, Vegas was a weird place. Let me tell you.
Looks like a strange place.
So it was one of those trips that, for me personally, had quite a lot of ups and downs. The first day that we were there, we had shown up to Mandalay Bay, and I actually drove right. We were right next to the fucking arena for Evo. I had no idea it was a pyramid. It is literally a fucking pyramid.
The Game Palace.
Yeah.
Drove right next to the Death Drive 3000.
Yeah. Super cool. The Mandalay Bay is great looking hotel. Fuck that place.
Oh,
Holy shit.
wow.
My
Mandalay Bay on black.
Yeah, dude, someone came into my boy's room and stole $400 out of his safe.
Yikes.
Yeah, big yikos. And it wasn't just like a regular hotel room. They got one of the big fuck off suites where you had to walk to the end of the hall, and it was double doors opening up.
Oh, it was one of those.
One of those. And
Like
someone went in, the safe was open apparently, or something had happened, and took $400 away from it. Fuck those people. That sucks dick. Other than that, being surrounded by hyper-capitalism like that for days on end in hot desert air is not a place I'm super pumped about anymore.
Yeah.
I think that
I felt really bad because there was probably a lot of heavy breathing during the Cyberpunk demo because of all the war flashbacks from Vegas. Which we will talk about.
Well,
But
oh my God, we're going to talk about it. But, I don't know. Trying to classify Vegas is a very strange kind of thing. Like, it doesn't... I'm sure people feel the same way about Orlando, if I'm entirely honest, where it's like you walk in, it doesn't feel real. It does not feel like a place where people live and, like...
Yeah,
they
Orlando itself.
Yeah.
Like, if you're by theme parks only and you just got all these hotels, you're just like, nobody... This isn't...
Yeah,
but
but
people exist.
Exactly, and the thing is that we actually were able to drive out like near the desert, because what we had done for our boy Mav, he goes by Maverick from Top Gun, obviously. It was an idea from his best friend. There was a stunt flight place called Sky Combat.
Okay.
And we went there, and they said, hey, we all kind of put money in together to get him to just fly in the plane. Then they turned around and said, if you pay $165, you can fly the fucking plane. So he threw the money down and said, get me in that fucking plane. And this motherfucker flew that stunt plane.
There's somebody else with better controls, right?
Yeah, no, there's there's definitely
there's a
someone behind you.
co-pilot. All right.
Yeah. And what's cool is that they have the whole thing. Unfortunately, we couldn't buy the footage. I would have loved to, because he's a big guy. He's like 6'2". So
Yeah.
whenever they were doing any sort of flip, his head would hit the fucking top of the canopy.
Got it. Oh, they had like in the,
Yeah,
in the
and no, they had
cameras?
GoPros all over the fucking thing. It was super cool.
That's a shame.
And the move that had me dying was when he did like all the flips. He was having a good time, and then what they do is like right afterwards they say, okay, now we're really gonna fuck you up. How bad do you want us to fuck you up? And he was just like, fuck me up, fam. And then so what he did is that he goes up, he flies up in a just straight vertical line,
Yeah.
stalls the plane, and then falls upside down, twirling towards the earth.
Oh no.
So Mav's face is pressed up on the fucking canopy, and his tongue is out. He's like, ah! He's fucking having a blast, but he's like losing his shit, falling to earth, and we're just like, and the people there, shout outs to Sky Combat in Las Vegas, the people there were some of the most accommodating people. I forget the gentleman's name who shuttled us in. That dude was super cool. He goes, hey, how do you guys feel about whiskey? We said, well, we fucks with it. And he pulls out a whole thing of just Irish whiskey and goes, here, celebratory shots, free, just fuck it. And like, we're sitting there drinking whiskey, drinking all these beers, just having a good time, watching other people, because unfortunately there was no live feed, but we could watch other people fly the plane, and they were sitting there showing us all the other crazy events, like the people vomiting like in the fucking cockpit because of just terrible. Like he was showing us a couple, his wife and him and his wife went up together, and they were actually like doing fake simulated dog fighting, and that was really cool.
That's fun.
But she was like she didn't know what she was in for, so they have like a code for it. Like it's code 76 whenever someone just barfs in the fucking plane. Those dude, I walked away from that fucking place going, I want to do this. Like not just for like the stunt, I want to work here. Like
I want to be the plane man.
Yeah, I want to be, because the motherfuckers who fly those planes are the coolest. Dude, they just sit there and go, look at our big dick resume. Look at how much big dick energy. The dude's pilot, like, all we kept doing was looking at him like, oh, that dude fucks.
That dude fucks in the sky.
That guy is an aerial fuckist.
You live. No, you win. Nope.
But it was super cool. I shit you not. We were being driven away from the venue, and we all looked at each other and says, we gotta fucking franchise this in Orlando, dude. We gotta do this. Like, it was so cool.
It's hard in Orlando just because, like, all the
air traffic, yeah.
Air traffic, I was like, oh, don't Like, dude, if you could do dog fights over Disney,
Dude, that's what I'm
and
saying.
then call it that.
Oh, so cool, man. And then I'll tell you this personally. I went to a strip club. Oh boy, did I get fucking hosed super hard.
Right out the door.
Right out the door. Thank you, Olivia. Also, go fuck yourself if you're listening.
No,
Saturday and Sunday, I had sushi for the first time ever.
you've never had?
Never,
well, I mean,
'cause
you have the shellfish.
shellfish
thing, but there's so
allergy.
many kinds of sushi. That's
Yeah.
like,
So they sat there and they had their tuna roll that had like it was called Kumu, I think was the name of the restaurant.
okay.
It's in Mandalay Bay. And
I
they
think
said,
I've
yeah,
seen,
we'll,
like Evo pictures of people eating there.
yeah. And people were like, yeah, we'll make it without the shellfish. I'm sure I'll never have sushi that good again. Mind fucking blown. Like, I've never been like, oh my god, this is my I am actually a weeaboo. Like, this is what I would eat all the
here's
time.
The thing is, like, it's like, yeah, like sushi prepared by like a nice place like that's fantastic. But even still, sushi's pretty hype.
Sushi's
wherever you go.
I'm down with it. If they can assure me that I'm not going to die when it goes into my mouth. Sushi
for
is
you specifically, I would go to like a dedicated place. Like Ichiban's got good sushi, but like I wouldn't. If I had like a 1 in 5 chance of dying, I wouldn't order sushi from Ichiban.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's why
like-
I never tried it. The other thing is, speaking of Ichiban, low key, I'm really pissed off that they took the fucking vegetable tempura away. They only have the fucking
Shrimp tempura?
Shrimp tempura. Vegetable tempura was the
Oh, I
fucking
didn't even-
jam,
I
dude.
didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
You tricked
it's
me.
gone.
They changed the menu.
Fuck that, dude.
But no, there are places here in Orlando that I've been to that are fantastic. So if you want to get sushi, I'm down. There's a place called like Sushi Katana down by where the IKEA is.
Right.
If you know where that's at.
Yeah.
Super good place. You sit at the bar and like, ooh, I love fucking sushi so much.
Sushi's so good. Now I'm on board. Real quick, I got to shout out to my boy Chris Elsko. Dude, I am so sorry we didn't link up. That man is making moves in Vegas for the FGC.
Okay.
I wanted so much to go to because he's at a fucking weed's legal over there, and he's at a shop called the Apothecary. He started an esports team for them. They went to Evo Japan this year.
Holy
I was
shit.
so fucking pumped to go see my boy. But our schedules were just, in the whole bachelor party thing, and there's just not a whole lot.
Yeah.
And he was a couple of minutes off the strip. We didn't have the transportation. And it just, we were going to go there because the move was, hey, it's legal here.
Yeah.
We could probably get a little bit of that smoky smoke
There, yeah.
there. But,
I mean, if it's legal over there, you can talk about it.
and
bring
I
it
was
here.
so pumped because he also does really good work with the Nerd Esports Bar. And that's where him and his friends, like, they run a lot of tournaments. I will say this: you need to stop playing Brawlhalla. Leave it. He keeps
Unless
trying
you're
to
going
push
to DreamHack where you can compete in the Brawlhalla esports
He
tournament
keeps trying to push Brawlhalla, and I'm like, you know what?
with
You can
crazy
have that.
prize pools that I don't have the exact numbers on me for right now.
But shout outs to him.
Yeah.
Shout outs to a place. It's this fucking dive.
Okay.
But the idea was my boy Chris was with us on the trip. He was like, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat at places that we cannot eat anywhere.
Good, which is what you should do if you travel.
We went to a place called Fuku Burger. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
It is a dive-in. It's a burger place with Japanese Asian influence.
That's what I was imagining.
Yeah. So you walk in, it's just kitted out, like it's almost as big as this fucking apartment. Like
Yeah.
it's very, very
those
tiny.
are the fucking best restaurants, in my opinion. Like,
They had a fucking burger called the Katsu Burger, and it's just fucking like this fried chicken mess, and it's
oh god, that sounds so good.
So
that was not a good
fucking
sound,
good.
but like, if it's anything like chicken katsu, it's probably fantastic.
yeah, and it's basically chicken katsu in a burger.
It reminds me when we because I'm going down to South Florida because
Right.
family's there. But if you ever come down with me, a place you have to eat at is it's called Tucker Duke's Lunchbox, and it is a burger place that has won like best burger in Florida. And like one of their burgers, it's got like leeks on it. It's got like Fucking crazy. It's called the Granddata.
Ooh.
And it's super good. I don't know if they still serve it because they're one of those places. It's like, yeah, we'll make the same burger for a week and then toss the idea forever.
Yeah.
Because we just want new shit all the time.
Yeah.
Which is great, but like,
God damn it.
God, that burger's so good.
Um,
You also ate at another burger place that you didn't think was as hype.
you saw that, didn't you?
Yeah, and I will make you say it on stream.
So In-N-Out is what I think the government equivalent of a fucking middle school burger tastes like.
Ooh.
I don't know how anyone can look me in the eye. I did not get the double animal style, no, because I was not that hungry. But even then,
You
if
should be
that's-
able to just order food when you go there.
Yeah.
And eat the food.
First and foremost, the amount of people that were in fucking line, horrendous. That for what I got, which was a simple little burger with animal style fries, for what I got, that line is unbelievable.
That's exactly how I feel about, and I don't know how many other places it is, but Shake Shack. Yeah, Shake Shack.
Really?
It's too expensive. Burger's not that great. The line is fucking ridiculous.
What a burger, and fucking Five Guys infinitely better across the
See,
board.
I didn't really like Whataburger, but I love Five Guys. Like, that's hands down. If I'm not going premium burger, but I'm not getting fast food, that's the place I want
That's
to get
the
the burger.
move.
Yeah, with the
That's the
Cajun
move, dude.
fries. Oh god, I fucking love
In-N-Out
Five Guys.
it tastes like reconstituted beef.
Yuck.
It was gross. I don't know, maybe it was, but like people were just like, "Nah, you didn't eat it right." And almost and like, "No,
When
dude,
you flip
like
it upside down,
yeah,
it
like-
changes the flavor profile, which it does.
I-
but in most cases,
I really, which sucks because after I had the sushi, right across the way was a place that was also the only place in Vegas. I don't remember the name of it, but they sold sushi burritos, and I was
I've
like,
seen that.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's a pretty
it's the
new thing.
only
I've seen
place
that.
in Vegas, and I was like, I gotta say, if I tried In-N-Out, and I tried it, and I really wish I fucking didn't, because it was a waste of money, time, and it just made me feel bad.
Damn.
Fuck that place.
Sorry, and
Yeah.
if you're, you still want to sponsor us. I haven't tried it yet, so, and I'm a horrible corporate shill. So.
You are now. You are,
now
which is
I am.
great.
For a wonderful corporation, though. A wonderful corporation called DreamHack.
Yeah.
Where for only $30, you can experience all sorts of crazy esports events.
All right, you need to stop.
Okay.
Okay, but anyways, Vegas was fine.
yeah.
We're just to wrap that up. What you playing? Hey, Monhunt's out for PC again. Everyone is playing PC again. It's fun. Monhunt at 60 frames per second, and it runs again. The
It works.
multiplayer is fixed. It only took a week, which is way quicker than it did for the PS4 version.
Unless you live in China. Uh-oh.
Get fucked.
Rut-row spaghetti-o. Not enough for a news topic, but
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
guys.
it took the hit. It took the Steam hit. And it's funny because every negative review reads, "This game is so good. We can't play it online, though."
I hate how much I can't play this awesome game.
2 million units. They hit it.
Yeah.
They did what they set out to do. They sold 10 million copies of Monster Hunter World. Insane. And to like help people out, they gave you a fuck ton of endgame gear. Like not gear, but like a bunch of endgame resources.
Yeah.
Which was great. And it's just like, I love Monster Hunter. The only other problem with it is the fact that the DLC schedule is
It's the same shit.
it's the same shit. So we don't know when we're gonna get the rest of. No, chat's asking about Joe. We don't have Devil Joe. We just got the Wiggler head. So like it's fine because you know what? Even though I beat the shit out of that game, like at the beginning, I dropped it because I was so, And the thing is, like when you come to it after like spending all that time with it before, you know where to go, you know what to do.
You get there faster.
Yeah, and I have a new mindset for how to play the game. And yesterday night, when I wasn't feeling good and asked you to take the stream up, I was like, let me just, kind of catch up in Monster Hunter. And I just spent the whole time grinding weapons out, and it was like soothing.
Yep.
It was just
Congrats. You're now stuck in the lifestyle game machine.
Yup, I'm in it, homie. I'm right there. Speaking of which, There's another game I tried to take up the mantle for, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to, is WoW again.
Yuck.
Yeah. Battle for Azeroth came out. My boys are playing it. I really wanted to try it out.
I have heard so many people besides Popcron say that exact thing.
Look, in terms of what they were trying to do, it is way cooler than WoW has been in a very long time. That story, even when I don't know a whole lot about it, was very engaging. Like, it was a super, like, because you know what the thing is, unlike FF14, where it's mostly text during, gameplay, it's fully voice acted. Fully voice acted during a lot of the actual story missions, which is
cool.
A really nice inclusion, and you're very immersive, actually. It's super fun.
The budget for WoW is on full display compared to the budget to 14, which it does have a budget, but not Blizzard.
It is the second most popular MMO, pay-to-play MMO.
What is the first? EverQuest?
No, WoW. So literally,
14 is
14's
the second.
right underneath
okay.
WoW.
I thought you were saying WoW was. I was like, oh,
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's, when you think about it, not really a whole lot of competition there, but...
No, because every game that comes out, it's like, this isn't
now.
as good as 14, and it's free to play.
And yes, to answer that
Maybe
question, we'll be playing Monster. We'll be playing MapleStory when it comes out, because Runic Soldier comes out. Runic Knight, rather. So, been playing that.
Kind of.
Only thing I watched
Was
I loaded up Verve,
my remote.
your remote on the phone.
Yeah. You called me, and I described,
downloaded some Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
And I forgot how inconsistent the storylines are. Not in the sense of they're bad, but because it is
self-contained 100%.
a lot of self-contained stories. And that was really fun for me because essentially what I ended up doing was I was going through and just kind of reading off the descriptions to myself and being like, Sunday, essentially we were stuck there until night.
Yeah.
So we all checked out on Sunday at Vegas, and we were just sitting at the Earl of Sandwich. Oh, yeah, Earl of Sandwich. Fucking rad, by the way.
Earl of Sandwich, they have them along the
Right.
interstate.
But
Just not all the rest areas.
But they don't have the full menu apparently, according to.
I actually didn't know Earl of Sandwich was I thought he was only at those kind of places.
Yeah.
Rest stops.
Right.
Wow.
It's weird, but it's
good food there too.
It's good. Yeah, it's good food. Fuck. I'm trying to find out where there it is. Offline viewing for me. I tried downloading Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star failed several times for me. I don't know why.
That's weird.
But there was a lot of episodes that I went through and I downloaded Heavy Metal Queen.
Heavy Metal Queen's a
was
fantastic
super fucking
episode.
good. Toys in the Attic was a fun one. Jupiter Jazz is actually
Which one was Jupiter Jazz?
Jupiter Jazz is where Faye fucks off and she says, "I'm done." Like, she steals all of the Bebop shit. And that's when Spike hears that Julia
Oh my
is
god,
on
Jupiter Jazz is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's such a good...
Because they're all self-contained, but there are maybe 4 or 5 episodes. It's okay, you have to watch these, and then all the other ones are kind of just
right.
Oh god, the one with the boy and the harmonica. The boy's an old dude.
So Sympathy for the Devil was the first one I downloaded.
Sympathy for the Devil is fantastic.
Sympathy for the Devil was super good, and I was just like, God, I missed this fucking series, dude. So the episode downloaded were Sympathy for the Devil, Heavy Metal Queen, Toys in the Attic, Jupiter Jazz, Black Dog Serenade, Mushroom Samba, Pierre Le Faux, Brain Scratch, because I've never actually sat and watched Brain Scratch in full. Still haven't watched it because what I ended up doing was I ended up watching Sympathy to the Devil all the way to Jupiter Jazz chronologically, and then I skipped over Black Dog Serenade, which is that's the one where Jet discovers his partner who betrayed him from the ISS.
Such a good episode.
It's such a good episode.
That show's perfect. God damn it.
Pierre Le Faux, I was like, to me, Pierre Le Faux is one of my favorites. A lot of people are not super into it, but that's one of the first times I was genuinely terrified watching an anime. That's the one where Spike just walks out of a pool bar and he rolls up on this dude who's a fat telekinetic fucking psycho dude who can fly in the air and is basically invincible, and he beats the fuck out of Spike the first time and almost kills him, and then he fights him in a theme park. You remember what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember that one. My mind went to the one where he goes to an airport, and it's almost the opposite, where either some guy tries to mug him, but he like teaches the guy how to fight, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh no, that episode ends real sad.
No, that's
too.
that. Okay, that one I wanted to download too. I know which one you were talking about. I'm trying to. It was the one right after Jupiter Jazz. It was either right before or right after Jupiter Jazz.
Yeah.
I
think it might take place on Mars, but I'm not.
And
sure.
then, of course, the last 2 episodes I downloaded, The Real Folk Blues.
Yeah.
Because that's easily one of the best endings in all, like best finales in all of anime. The Real Folk Blues is like, ooh, that is. Oh man, it was intense watching it too. It was just like, oh god, this series is so good. Like it's, we're gonna sit Mav down and watch Cowboy Bebop, and we're so excited.
Call
yeah,
me. I will be there for that.
Yes, we're so excited, dude.
Yeah, no, Bebop is absolutely fantastic. Oh,
Ballad of Fallen Angels, that's the one I was fucking looking for. The one where Spike gets thrown out the fucking church window.
You didn't. Oh no, you
That's
didn't
the
watch
one.
that
I didn't
one?
watch Ballad of Fallen Angels because I
Oh my
was
God.
I was so pumped for Sympathy of the Devil.
Tears
it was like,
in the Rain. You didn't get to hear.
Tears in
Oh,
the
I
rain.
fucking love Bebop.
I
started
such a good show.
I started rewatching that too. I think I got as far as Jupiter Jazz, but it was in one sitting. So I
Yeah.
just haven't gone back to finish it again. Oh my god, Bebop's so good. I bet the Netflix live action series
Do
will
you
be
know
even
how
better.
fucking pissed I was that they showed the Bebop movie here?
That's what I was gonna say before I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Fathom Events did fucking.
They did, and they showed the dub version when I was leaving to Vegas. I was like, "Fuck off, dude!"
Oh man, I was really hoping I was gonna be wrong. And it's like, no, it's next week.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Oh,
I was so fucking pumped, and then I realized I was like, "Oh, I'm only gonna be able to watch the sub version." It's
I'm sure
genuinely
the
a
sub is
difference.
really good.
Yeah,
But it's up there with like Death Note and like Full Metal Alchemist, where it's like I think the dub is the better. Like it is the ideal version to watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe not Death Note, but Death Note is 100%
Death Note's a
perfectly
great-
fine. It's a great dub.
Great dub. Ellen Light are really good.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, the barometer is the final episode. Who gets to laugh the best? And it's really up between
It's
Japanese and American.
yeah.
And the Korean. Have you sat there and watched the compilation of every
I
single
did a
language it's
long
been
time
translated
ago,
to?
yeah.
And the Korean one sounds like Donald Duck or Goofy just laughing.
Oh no.
It's really bad.
It's in the same way that the barometer for Evangelion's dubs is Shinji screaming when he sees Asuka.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh man, some of those are bad.
Yeah. What I've been listening to, let me pull it up. Let me do my thing, and pull up some stuff. Some people I've discovered. I_O, Mousetrap artist. Really hard techno. Really good stuff. Really fun if you want to just have like the kind of techno you hear that's almost like, in a way, stereotypical. Like you'll kind of hear that shit.
I'm gonna be honest. When you said Mousetrap, I thought that was the genre because at this point I just don't know anymore. I thought, Mousetrap. It's like trap but small. It's like
All right, that's it.
It's trap with a drop
All right.
small.
Max is not even. It's not even a competition, and Max already won the fucking race.
Joke of the podcast. Oh man.
It's between Aerial Fuckus and Mousetrap.
Oh no, tight competition tonight.
Not rediscovered, but my boy Eric Prids, under the name Prida, another really amazing house DJ. His song Linked, super good, super fucking amazing techno.
Mm-hmm.
Something About Plastic Love was a Plastic Love and a Something About Us mashup, really cool.
Okay.
Listen to these guys named No Taker and Black Gummy Bear. Also another Mousetrap artist. Really, really into them. Spencer Brown with his new single Windows 95 on Acid. Really good acid track.
That's a title.
It's a really good. And Deadmau5 released a new song with Rob Swire, Monophobia.
All right.
Really good.
Wait, now when you say acid, because I'm only familiar with acid jazz, is it a different genre?
It is a different genre. Acid house is a different genre.
Acid house. Okay,
yeah,
I imagine.
of house music. I unironically really love the Noise Storm Crab Rave song. I unironically love it to death.
I think the song is really cool. I'm really upset that nobody on Twitter is like adjusting. Again, they're not mixing the audio properly. So you open it, or maybe they are doing it on purpose, but a lot of those fucking memes, it's so loud.
Yeah.
It's so fucking loud.
It's really fucking loud. It's really insane.
But no, it's a good song. I don't know.
Super good song. And then, just a few more. Doja Cat with Moo. Have you seen that one?
Okay.
She's a waifu!
Ooh. I'm trying to make moves. We've been saying that, like, Luke says it more than anybody, but we've been doing that shit, like, that song's so good.
It's so, and you know what's great? Do you guys self a favor? Go and look. Rap Genius, a lyric site.
Oh God!
They did an interview with her on the song. Fantastic. I love her. She was already waifu. She accelerated into deep space waifu.
Deep space.
Like
waifu.
As soon as that fucking video ended, it would her listening to her try to talk about how she's like, I really just wanted to make meme music. Like fuck it. Like I haven't really tried, but I was like, fuck it, let's just sing about cows. Let's just do this shit. And like listening to her thought process go through each song and her just being like super excited about it and also telling vegans to fuck the hell off.
All right.
I was like, she's the best.
I'm swayed.
Rediscovered Eagles of Death Metal. Eagles of Death Metal, Wanna Be in LA is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I love, they call it stoner rock, alternative rock.
Stoner rock's come up.
If you like Queens of the Stone Age, obviously Eagles of Death Metal, right up your alley.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally Scattle, who is one of the gentlemen, or I don't know if it's a gentleman or a lady or a band even, one of the people who does the Hotline, like a lot of the Hotline Miami music.
Okay.
So I listened to a lot of his original tracks over the weekend, and I was like,
Nice.
this is good stuff. And yeah, that's my week, man.
And
Stuff.
I will say one thing I did forget that I have been watching. Twitch has been doing their Pokemon marathon.
Really?
Yeah, the show is a lot better than I even remember it being. Like watching it now, like they didn't give a fuck. The Pokedex on multiple occasions is just like, yeah, Rattata, it mostly exists in the forest, and Ash is like, but we're in the plains, and then the Pokedex goes, it also sometimes goes out to the plains to hunt on stupid trainers. And Ash is like, I'm stupid? And then Pikachu's in a tree just laughing his ass off. Original Pokemon is like actually, it's been really fun to watch. I only watched it that first day, but I'm going to go on Netflix. I'm going to watch the rest of the Indigo League because like it was super fun to like go back and watch it.
Cool.
And then I'll probably skip to Sun and Moon because apparently Sun and Moon's fantastic too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. That section took a while. There's really only 2 games I want to talk about from Gamescom this week.
Yeah, and one of them is
Not Cyberpunk. That game sucks.
it's Spyro.
Oh yeah.
I gotta talk about Spyro. They showed the fawn. Everybody wants to fuck it.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
The first thing anybody said about the Spyro remaster was, "Damn, look at Spyro's hips."
God damn it,
Max! How can you hate the way the remaster looks? Look at the hips.
Fucking Shakira.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of which, Down the Rabbit Hole dropped a new video about furries. That is actually an incredibly interesting fucking read.
I knew I forgot something because I wanted to talk about that video.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's a really good video. I did not know. Like that is one of those like the furry manifesto is easily some of the most savage and like eloquent way to just completely put fucking furries on blast.
Yeah, and like you mentioned him on the last podcast, I believe it was the last podcast. I watched Final Fantasy VII House that night. I have now watched all of his videos. Down the Rabbit Hole is fantastic.
Oh, how did we both...
Like,
we both forgot the one video that has absolutely been making the round. And it's everywhere now. I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
All right. So Meme Watch.
Johnny!
we'll start this story. I've mentioned this I believe I actually mentioned it on the podcast. I really don't remember when I had this conversation, but there's definitely this weird phenomenon where like you won't know a thing exists. You'll know absolutely nothing about it, and then you'll learn of it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is a small thing in my life I'll probably never see again.
Right.
And then you turn around and it's fucking everywhere. So I watched the Down the Rabbit Hole video on the Finger Family, something like that. And towards the end, they start talking about like, oh yeah, it's just this weird these weird 3D animation YouTube channels that make videos for kids that have millions, sometimes billions of views with no comments and no ratings. And towards the end of the video, he starts talking about this open your mouth, ha ha ha, telling lies fucking music video thing for kids. And I'm like, oh, that's super weird. This'll never come up in my life again.
Yeah.
It's fucking everywhere.
So
It's fucking everywhere.
there's one meme that I have to give a shout out to. And Halo fans are gonna absolutely you need to look at it because it's just Halsey talking to little baby Spartan John,
Yeah.
little baby Master Chief. Johnny, doing augments? No, mama. Telling lies? No, mama. Show me your hands, and it's just him with the fucking shots of all the super soldier serum. It's just in his fucking arm.
The one I saw was just a little comic. It was Hank talking to Connor. It's like, open your mouth. His mouth's full of blood. Oh, man. There have been a couple of funny ones, but holy shit, I've never grown. This is probably the fastest I got tired of a joke.
Oh, dude. Speaking of fucking Detroit, I don't know if it was who the fuck was it that discovered it? I think it was Komodo and someone else. We found the song in the fucking during when he's getting the burger. Trap, 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 trap. Everybody going trap, 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 trap. They found the full song.
What is it called?
Oh man, hold on.
It's the outro music for this episode.
Yeah. Hold on, I got it.
No,
I
I'm
got
gonna
it.
get it
I got
ready.
it. Get it
Hold on.
ready.
Just
It
keep
is
talking.
called.
It's called. Please tell me it's called Trap, 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 Trap.
Here it goes. Let me see.
Oh.
Sean Allen, all fact.
Sean,
All fact. Like facts and fiction. That's it?
It's the first one.
The first
it's called
one.
Detroit Music Food Truck All Fact.
Yeah! It's the full song. It goes in, dude.
Oh my god. All right, that's
really
ready
good.
to go. God fucking damn it. All right, so Gamescom happened. So the Devil May Cry Expo happens, featuring two other important games.
Gamescom featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
It was more like Dante from Devil May Cry featuring Gamescom.
Oh,
because man,
it won Game of the Show, I thought.
It fucking better have.
Yeah.
I'm losing sleep over a game again because I can't play it, and it feels good.
Give him a little taste of
Well,
the good shit. Like,
uh,
let's go, dude.
They gave a huge taste of the good shit.
Oh, dude. And you know what the best part is that, like, actually seeing people, like, the progression of footage. The games journalist. Oh, my God. Did you see that bullshit of the PC gamer dude getting put on full blast?
Okay, so for those who don't know, Devil May Cry 5 features a system where the better you perform, the higher, like, your combo ranking is, the more, like, the music will just get amped up and exciting. So, there have been, it's not just PC Gamer, it's multiple outlets who have been like, man, Devil May Cry demo was great, but music's a lot less action-packed in this one. Like, it's kind of like a downer.
Yeah.
Immediately blown the fuck up.
Yeah, everyone blown the absolute fuck
Like,
up, dude.
My favorite, probably my favorite thing to, like, come out of it is there was a related video when I was going through, like, Devil May Cry stuff. And it's like, Devil May Cry demo, S rank, not a pussy. Like, something, like, title just super blunt like that. And it's a dude he puts his phone on the fucking table in front of him, pointing up at the screen. And yeah, he gets triple S rank through the whole fucking demo. And it's like, yeah, I can't hear the music, so I can't confirm or deny if he got the good shit.
But hey, good for you,
probably did.
Yeah.
Game looks absolutely incredible. Like, Itsuno is right. He wasn't talking out of his ass.
I think the Double Breaker system is certainly one of the more concerning aspects of it, considering the fact that we don't know. I mean, all we really know is that it seems to be a bit more towards the end of punishing the player a lot more than actively incentivizing the use of other arms, which is a shame. Like a crying shame.
Honestly, from what I was watching, a lot of people were kind of using it freely, and for most of the normal functions, it's not like there's an ammo count or anything.
Oh,
the only
Gerbera's fucking air flip is infinite. It does not have a limit. You can stay in the air as long as you want.
Fuck! Oh my god. See, shit like that's cool, and you can just kind of keep using it. The problem, like, you just need to be able to switch the arms.
Yeah.
I don't care about blowing them up and destroying them, using them for like a burst. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you can't use your next arm, like, you can't do arm switch combos, like,
right.
That's upsetting to me. That's again something that they still have so much time to change that, like, people should bring it up 100%. But, like, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Everything else is like. And people, I'm seeing some really, really, like negative Nancys out there who are, like, putting the exact Nero combos next to each other. It's like, see, look how much slower this game is compared to DMC4.
Yeah, but they're playing like, turbo mode footage like idiots.
Not even. It's literally, like, the way, like, the weight is different. Like, Nero swings around the sword and DMC4 like it's made out of fucking paper.
Yeah.
But, like, Nero DMC5 will, like, lift it up above his head, and it takes longer to start swinging, but once it starts, the momentum's, like, instant. And, like, change with, like, hit stun is, like, different.
Yeah.
But even if you put them next to each other, frame by frame, they start and end at the exact same time.
They do.
It just changes how it looks, because, again, they went for a more realistic style, which I really like. I really, really like it.
Yeah, I'm very much warmed up to Nero's look, I think.
Also, not fixed camera.
Great!
Targeting system that you can dodge around enemies.
Super good! And the camera pulls out when it needs to, and it doesn't obscure anything, and everything looks fine. It just looks like it's going to be one of the best action games of this genre. Itsuno, we fucking salute you.
And
absolutely.
And the crazy thing is, like, that was all just Nero. There are 2 other playable characters. Not even that. Nero has 6 other, like, arms. Like, he's not. I can't imagine he's getting another main weapon.
Which, by the way, they were bringing up in chat. There was the PAX conference happened today, and they have footage of all 8 of the arms being shown.
Oh, well, we're definitely gonna watch it after this.
We're gonna do that. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, oh my fucking god, Devil May Cry looks so good.
It looks fantastic. It sounds fantastic. And from what people are saying, it plays fantastically.
And
I think once again, the only thing people are really sour about is the Double Breaker system. I can't blame them, but also seeing the people exploding the arm mid combo is super cool.
Yeah.
The very small changes of how charging weapons work now. The idea that you can rev and run at the same time now. Fucking mid-air taunts that you can use as, like, I mean, they've always had taunts that had, like, get much more extravagant with the rank.
Yeah.
But mid-air taunts that have actual attack animation properties.
Yeah.
The idea that charging your gun, you just hold on to it, charge this blast, and that's it. You don't have to continuously hold on to it.
I think the biggest one for me was the what is it? The Exceed system that Nero uses. Charge it to level 3. Every attack only takes 1. It doesn't take all 3 levels. Thank God.
If you want to do all 3 levels, keep mashing. That's so good. That's so good because it also incentivizes people because the idea of being able to run and do it like outside of combat means that it would incentivize way more people to do that. One of the arms looks like it totally gives you more exceed gauge, or it's like a quick exceed thing. Like this game,
and that is just for Nero.
And then we saw that motherfucker show up to the party.
Dante.
Dick hanging out.
Big Dick Dante.
smiling the whole way through. Did you fucking see the alternate costume? I only saw a little bit of it.
No,
There's
an
a picture, a
alternate
leaked
costume?
picture of just Dante with fucking motorcycle goggles hanging around his neck, and he's clean shaven, and it looks fucking great.
Dante rides in on the motorcycle, attacks enemies with the motorcycle. He's doing dumb backflips and shit, and then breaks the motorcycle into 2 chainsaw swords, and then puts them back together into the bike mid-combo. And that's one of his weapons for one of his styles.
Which we'll hear more about at TGS.
We
for
will
sure.
see more Dante at TGS for sure.
Hideaki Itsuno coming out and talking about how he's going to play more similar to DMC3 Dante. The only thing I could take away from that was the idea of style switching is not going to be as prevalent. But to me, I think the system that I thought about was, spoiler alert for a future video, never it's going to happen anyways. It's either going to be a style modifier button, or it's going to be you can bring 2 styles, or 2 or 3 styles, and you can combine both styles or do something like that.
Pick like a style loadout.
Yeah, style. You can pick a loadout, and the weapon or the B button will be assigned to those. And depending on the actions that you're doing and button combination, you can activate certain parts of your styles.
Yeah, like
So,
automatic style switching type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which would make more sense because it means that it would incentivize people to learn the style system far more. Because one of the worst parts about DMC4 is how versatile Dante truly is. Because it's also one of the biggest fucking just. Okay, that's it. This is the most technical not fighting game, character action game of all time, because you have this character that can literally do anything.
And the problem is you go from a cutscene happens between you playing as Nero and you playing as Dante, with no time to learn how to use Dante.
Yeah.
Immediately it's like, okay, escape the base, go, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, here's 4 style or. Yeah, you start with 4 styles.
You start with all 4 styles. You unlock the Dark Slayer style.
Yeah.
And
because I'll be honest, I fucking cheated on my playthrough. I just had all the combos and styles unlocked. Whatever.
So
I just wanted to combo stuff.
Yeah, and it's certainly one of those things where it incentivizes a lot of really good learning. But people who are doing some of the coolest shit in DMC4 are also ruining their hands.
Yeah.
And you know what? More power to you, buddy. I would love to have an accessible, because when it comes to character actions, I would consider myself to be on the kind of middle ground, where it's I will take the time to learn combos and to learn my thing, but the problem is I'm not going to go the full 9 yards and do what people are doing, where it's like an inverse claw, or just like a traditional claw input like you would do it on PSP. So you have your middle finger and your whatever the fuck finger this is. Ring finger, yeah. And they're just on the triggers, constantly style switching through these. And then using your thumbs exclusively for style switching. And then I'll show you. The guy does some cool shit, for sure.
That's whack.
But it's whack as fuck. I don't want to do that.
I would also kind of put myself in that middle where it's like, I don't mash X. I'm not playing through Devil May Cry with just the gun.
Helm Splitter's on a fucking back triangle input now.
Because
the new one's a fucking streak that goes like a dive kick in the air.
I thought
Helm Splitter's
Helm Splitter.
So I think it's either roulette. No, roulette spin is the one that's the pause combo in the air.
You pause, yeah.
Then whatever you do to get people up in the air.
The launcher.
The launcher
is back.
I'm trying to remember the name of the launcher. The launcher is back triangle. But then it's also back triangle to helm split.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But I was like, that's going to be the one thing that fucks me up.
Immediately, I switch gun and sword. Immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It fucks me up because there's a lot of things where it's like, hit B and X. And I'm like, nope. No, I won't. I won't do that. But yeah, no. Having it up there, that's really weird to me. I like having jump and attack so close to each other.
Right.
So I don't know. And then circle being, breaker, everything. That just makes sense to have it across the bottom rather than having one up here, one up here, one up. That doesn't work for audio.
Yeah.
But basically having all 3 buttons on the right and then just having a gun that admittedly you're not going to be using as often Especially now that you don't have to hold it.
I'm excited about just leaving my gun in the face button.
Yeah.
I'm excited that I don't have to actually go out of my way to fucking make like the gun part of the combo anymore. Like that's super good. That is the correct way to legitimize and not necessarily casualize, but like streamline your control for the characters is to just quality of life. Like a lot of people have this problem where Monster Hunter Generations and Monster Hunter World are really like gearing up.
I have another game that I can talk about that I played. I played the demo from Monster Hunter Generations Double Cross or whatever it's called.
Really?
That game's ass. Old Monster Hunter is ass.
Oof.
Fuck you if you liked it.
Ooh.
I fought a monster and I got hit into a loading screen 3 times and said, no, we didn't need to go back.
I would love to play old Monster Hunter. In fact, I might steal your Switch.
I uninstalled it already.
No, that's fine. But like, I might just buy it, steal your Switch, and be like, here, just let me play for a little bit. Because I would love to get back because I grew up on old Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So
I think all of the actual like options you get in combat are super cool. Like the whatever arts, I think are all super cool. I'm not even gonna look at chat. I think whatever the arts are really cool. Not having a wide open world is garbage. Mm-hmm. Gathering sucks. Yeah, like it's just. I don't care what you say. Oh no, Monster Hunter World's for babies. It's like, no, it's all quality of life stuff.
It's for people who just want to have fun.
It's for people who want to play a fun game.
Yeah. I think meeting somewhere in the middle where it's like you focus more on the difficulty. Honestly, Hunter Arts, someone said it on Twitter today, Hunter Arts are vastly cooler than Mantles. Mantles are not
Mantles are lame as fuck. I think
Mantles
Hunter Arts
are lame.
Hunter Arts are super
cool as fuck, dude.
But like I think now I'm really upset and worried that they're like, we're going to be making Monster Hunter games just for the Switch. It's like, if they're like this, then fuck off. Like, I'm not interested at all. And after playing World, I was like, oh, maybe I'll try out one of the Monster Hunters when it comes to Switch. And I get that this was the 3DS port.
Right.
If the next Monster Hunter is like anything like this, I'm skipping it entirely. Like it
can't be.
Do not like it.
It cannot be because Monster Hunter World. We just said it earlier. 10 million copies. That doesn't just come from nothing. That 10 million copies.
They're impressive numbers because now like we like it. It's not stuck on a 3DS. Using it was more accessible and that helped a lot.
It's back on the Twitch directory again. It's back on the fucking top 20, top 30 every night now. And that's great.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I know. I'll take the cop out answer and say not for me, but honestly, not for fucking anybody. Get out of here. Get out of my face.
For crybaby tryhards that just want to fucking talk about how big their dick is, even though
when you mash B and you get 2 rolls in Dark Souls instead of the one you were trying to get, that's good.
So I was watching the tutorial, like Eric's Gaming, shout out to Eric's Gaming, fucking fantastic content creator, was doing a tutorial for the longsword in GU, and basically like I was like, well, wait, where's the foresight slash? You know, the coolest part of the longsword, which is the fucking counter. It's not there.
It's not there? No, because that's what I picked. I picked longsword, which I never do. And I'm like, I just want to try foresight slash and all that. No.
It's not there, buddy.
And like your hunter art that they give you in the demo, it's just like a damage buff. And I might have a final attack. I don't even remember. But yeah, no. No thanks.
I do, like I said, I do think Hunter Styles and Hunter Arts are fucking rad.
That part, in theory, is way better than put on this jacket.
And it gives you this ability, and because it also is one of those things where it's like you have to go through a fuck ton of things to unlock it.
And the only one I used was the glide anyway.
I had no idea that there was a mantle that acts as one of the styles in fucking GU. It's I think it's Adept. One of the mantles basically is just like if you dodge correctly at the same time, it's a perfect dodge. If you perfect dodge, you get no damage.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's a mantle.
That's dumb.
It's dumb, but like, and it's dumb because it's only like, you know.
Yeah, Monster Hunter World was the point where it's like I can't fully get into this, but the next game I think is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, God Eater 3. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, God Eater 3. Oh man, speaking of games with a slow roll, slower.
You tried.
Speaking of slower paced action games. FromSoft is making a faster-paced
Oh,
action
okay.
game. Yeah, I was working on it.
That's not good, but
That wasn't great. I had the segue in mind earlier, but the situation has changed. The conversation has moved somewhere else.
the conversation's got out of hand.
No, Sekiro looks really good.
Real quick, check that fucking shit out.
Oh,
good for the podcast, sure.
No, it's super good for the
It's Nero made in word art, and it's the fucking lyrics to.
So we've given people on YouTube a reason
Trigger.
to watch the Twitch. Now let's give the Twitch people a reason to listen in my house. Strive to be a guest so you too can look at Phil's wallpaper on his phone.
Yeah, dude, shit is cool.
Yeah, Sekiro gameplay came out, looks super good. I mean, I probably we divvied it up so that you're getting Sekiro and I'm getting Devil May Cry 5 for the channel, which honestly, you're a saint because that deal fucking sucks.
No, I don't care. Because you know what that means is that I can.
Incredible.
You know what that means? You're stuck to playing Devil May Cry 5 only on stream, motherfucker. I can play Devil May Cry 5 to my leisure.
What? No.
Yeah.
No, because you can't spoil yourself.
Yeah. No, I can.
No, you can't.
You didn't make the rule.
That's not fair. We didn't shake on it.
Oh, that sucks, doesn't it, motherfucker?
Oh, man. Fine. If Kingdom Hearts doesn't get delayed, you can't play it ahead.
I'll do that. I'm gonna play
Okay.
Devil May Cry to my fucking heart's content, but I will stop. I will not go ahead in Kingdom Hearts 3 because
what I'm saying is if Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't get delayed, you're add it to the deal for the 2.
Oh, so you're saying?
Add it
Oh,
to the
okay.
Deal. Add it to the deal.
Oh, you bitch!
Oh, that's so messed up.
Oh,
man.
you
How are
bitch.
you gonna do that to me? It's not like we're gonna blow through it in a weekend. What are you like? You're acting like it's gonna be like, no, we're gonna play it once every 2 weeks because we never see each other. You're a room over. I'm not making the walk. I'm trying to save money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, behind the scenes, Sekiro looks very good. Looks a lot cooler than I thought it was gonna look. I'd still say I'm more excited for like Ghost of Tsushima, and I think I'm also still more excited for Neo.
I need to see more areas of Sekiro. I need to have that trailer that Bloodborne had where it's like you saw the other areas, the other monsters. I need to see more.
Yeah, because
but what I saw was like, ooh, grapple hook, ooh,
yeah,
like that. Grapple hooks turn me into a fucking baby. Like at the end of the day.
And I think honestly you would love Shinobi Strikers then. Yeah, and I do 100% attribute it to like, yeah, I had just been watching Devil May Cry footage for like a week straight. It's kind of hard to live up to. If it was revealed on its own, I'd probably be more excited about it. But just in general, it looks super solid. Like it looks like really great. You can definitely see that it's like still Dark Souls because like the targeting reticle's the same. There's a lot of kind of they're stretching what they have already made as far as it'll take them.
Yeah, absolutely, and good for them. And it's one of the only developers that I'll be like, yeah, keep doing it because it works.
It works.
It works, and it's fun. And they instead of sitting there and like stagnating, like every single succession of games has made a large leap in how that combat feels.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3 is the closest to like real like action combat that fucking Dark Souls has been. Because like after Bloodborne, they took a lot of that kind of pace, that really fast pace. I mean,
you
Dark
count
Souls
Bloodborne separately.
Yeah, I absolutely count
100%
Bloodborne.
count them together.
Really?
Yeah, it's just Souls.
Yeah, but I think that like at the end of the day, Bloodborne, just because of not only its lack of weapons, the fact that the stats are not as easy to fuck around with, like you're kind of stuck with a lot of the same kind of builds, and you can just basically like you can do the same thing in Dark Souls, but there's far more variety in Dark Souls, and I feel like just because of the fact that it has more variety in it and like its build structure.
And that 100% comes from the fact that it's like, yeah, I'm still stuck on that dog boss in Bloodborne. I boot it up once every couple of weeks and try it.
Yeah.
And then Dark Souls 3, I made it decently far. I got past the swamp area because I was playing with Cheat and Steven.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm from the outside looking in. I just think it's going to be really funny that 20 years down the line when they finally decide to make another Armored Core game, when your character walks into the hangar, it's going to be the same door animation, but they're two giant metal bulkhead doors. They're going to push the airlock. and it's gonna be the same animation, and then he's gonna sit in the cockpit, but it's gonna be the fire pit animation.
Why did I just think of like the silliest shit, where it's like,
Because we do a comedy podcast.
oh, true. No,
Right.
it's well, comedy is subjective.
Yeah.
No, like the silliest shit that could happen, where it's like he does that and it is an airlock, and he flies out into space, but he keeps flipping, and the fucking mech catches him and puts him in the cockpit, and you just dash off. And I was like,
Oh,
that would
That's
be
like-
really sick.
he like, fucking Darling in the Franxx was a mess, but one of the coolest things that show did is it's just a part in the opening, and it's the mech in its like beast form, like eats Hero and then flips into like the cute anime girl mech
Yeah,
form, and it
yeah.
looks super sick.
Good.
Like it's
More-
you jumping into your Titan's arm and him putting you inside, or sliding through the legs.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Titanfall.
but
God bless you.
yeah, Sekiro looks good. Next year is I like how we still, like, even now, every year has had a pretty consistent theme. Like, there was the year of the grappling hooks. Next year is the year of the samurai. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the year of the
Japan
samurai.
is showing up in 2019 again. They said 2017 was a fucking joke.
But even, like Ghost of Tsushima is Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's, like,
for sure.
but, like, Japan, the video game setting is showing up.
It's what we said back in 2016. It's like 2017 is going to be the start of Japan really coming back to the console
Yeah.
market and telling everybody to fuck off. And I'm so happy.
Yeah, 2018 is going to be the...
Oh, motherfucker!
Cool
How did I
down.
completely forget? Onimusha got the fucking Onimusha remastered.
We
Onimusha.
weren't done
Onimusha.
talking about Gamescom.
I know, but like, I'm sorry. Like,
It's fine.
speaking of Year of the Samurai,
Yeah, Onimusha,
Onimusha got fucking
out of
announced for the
fucking
remaster.
nowhere.
Oh my god!
Hey, you know who wants you to love them again? Capcom.
Oh yes!
Capcom's
Fuck!
like, guys, we're sorry.
I'm ready
and
to
they're like,
have
does that mean you're
Samanosuke.
ready to update Infinite? And they're like,
No.
not that sorry.
Dude, I'm ready for Samanosuke to fuck Nobunaga up in every dimension.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I never played Onimusha, so now I have an excuse.
Yeah.
Just
Onimusha's
like how
great.
I'll keep talking about how I'll play Shenmue, but I probably won't.
Because you remember what the fucking prototype name for Onimusha was, right? Sengoku Resident Evil.
It's Sengoku Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like, looking at it, it's
Yeah.
exactly what
It is, and when you play it, you'll be right on. You'll be, yeah, it's just Resident Evil with fucking Devil May Cry combat. That's all that
Yeah,
is.
it's
Oof,
samurai.
let's go.
But yeah, no, I may actually pick up Shenmue just because, like, I don't really have as much of an interest. I was really excited for 3 because, like, finally those people can, like, stop asking for it. But, like, now that I kind of saw it, it still has that level of, like, Dreamcast early PS2 jank,
Yeah.
like in the dialogue and the cutscenes and the gameplay, where it's like, I haven't gotten to experience that in a long time.
Oh no, the first thing I said was like, I'll do the Yakuza 0 playthrough for the channel, but like I want to play Shenmue with Maxx. Like I cannot just play that alone.
I don't know how good of a stream game it would be.
I think
It's very
we could-
story driven with like 5 combat fights in the whole game.
right, but I mean, Maxx is streaming it. We could stream it. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like
All right.
there's-
well,
there's
if
stuff.
if you think there's stuff there, I'd be down to do it.
hell yeah.
Speaking of Capcom, Resident Evil 2, we finally got to look at Claire.
Man, that fucking game.
She looks kind of weird. The more I watch the trailer, there are shots, but it's mostly lighting like stuff, and it's still early-ish. It's not
That is.
not super early, but
So I had no idea that RE didn't actually stand for Resident Evil Engine. It stands for Reach for the Moon
that's not
because
an
you saw the
abbreviation.
yeah that's weird, but
But good, that's awesome.
That engine, seeing what it
I can
Capcom,
I
are
can
the
guarantee
engine gods.
I can 100% guarantee it was the RE engine, like the Resident Evil engine, and then Devil May Cry's like, "Hey, can we use it?" And we're like,
no, well,
need a new acronym.
well,
need to change it.
no, but they strictly said like I think Matt from the Devil May Cry team was actually talking about it when he was like, yeah, no, I mean this is on the same level that MT Framework, and everyone was like, can we get this engine because this is a really the fact that this engine looks so good and the games run so good is unbelievable.
I'm
And
really-
they said, sorry, everything's in Japanese like it was for Framework. Go fuck yourself.
I think for the first time, like Unreal has a potentially very serious competitor. Like in terms
It
of
would
just
if they were like interested in fucking like selling it out. I just think,
mean it like fidelity.
oh yeah,
Just,
fidelity wise, yeah. I think honestly in some cases it blows Unreal out of the water because of the fact that
Unreal
it's
is
capable of running most of its games on console at 60 frames.
Yeah, like Devil May Cry at 60 is a it's the AAA version of what like Blue Point is able to do.
Boy, dude, it's
Like-
locked 60 on bare PS4. On the base PS4, it's locked 60. And that's
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, I'd still have to see like graphical comparisons, obviously, but
yeah.
I think around that time we'll probably have to invest in a 4K capture card though, because like it already bums me out that spoilers, we're doing Spider-Man next week.
Woo!
Yeah, and I'm gonna be recording my entire playthrough of it for content. There's gonna be content.
Oh boy.
Don't tell anybody though, because I probably won't finish it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to play that whole game at 1080p.
I wonder if Josh wants to come for that. Well, you don't mind if Josh is really knowledgeable about
He's a
Spider-Man.
big Spider-Man guy. Yeah.
Big Spider-Man
No,
dude.
for sure. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
But oh no, we can do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can't.
Huh?
I fixed potentially doing it for podcast. I don't know if I fixed it for TV yet.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, no. The Reach for the Moon engine, which by the way, knocking the abbreviation, but that's a fucking cool name for an engine.
Reach for the moon.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no. Devil May Cry Resident Evil 2 still looks very good. That boss fight is not done. It looks really good, but it's not done.
It's not done.
That was my takeaway from all that. And oh no, that game comes out in January, so it's not that far off.
No, it's not. But I mean, like I said, I think we've talked about this before. Game dev builds are almost always nowadays so quick that like you have a new one every week.
Yeah, so that'll be good. What was the other some other notable Gamescom stuff before we talk about the other big video game thing that we actually did a stream for?
Yeah.
I
I don't even remember. I genuinely the whole Gamescom was just fucking Devil May Cry.
Fucking Devil May Cry. It's all anybody was talking about.
Someone, they said someone in chat said Mega Man 11. I have not looked at anything for Mega Man at all, and I
don't
apologize.
really care
Yeah.
about Mega Man. It's never been my thing. Like I play X and Sigma in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite because they're the only two play styles I like in that whole game.
Right.
Not because I like Mega Man. So I think the game. I'm happy there's a Mega Man for Mega Man people. I personally have like no interest like at all.
You know what it's actually done for me though is just because I've been talking to my friend who's in game dev, here and there, Mr. Michael. We had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about ways to make like a modern day Mega Man that would work. And I'll talk to you about it after the podcast because it's something where I'm like, I would genuinely like to play this game.
It's like, how do you make a modern Mega Man that's like fun to play now? Nero gets his arms from bosses. Done.
So, but yeah, other than that,
one thing I will say, and this goes back to Spyro. It's not about fucking the fawn again, but again, I would like to reiterate that people really want to fuck the fawn.
I have to see a picture of this fawn.
Alora is her name. She's
Laura.
cute. It's a cute design. We finally got to see Spyro 3. We finally got to see Overworlds. We finally got to see cutscenes. Yeah, I especially with like all three games are not on the disc. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast last time, but like only the first game is playable without downloading an update. Which, sorry if you live in a place with no internet or you don't have space on your Switch.
I think
it's not gonna be on the Switch.
I think it got delayed because of that.
I really, really, really hope it got delayed because of that.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it got delayed as well.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, am I allowed to complain now? Like now, am I allowed to complain?
I think so.
Because even this whole time, like even looking at all this new stuff, some stuff made the transition super duper well. There's also this weird thing where it's like, yeah, everything has like a purple haze on it. Music's not as good as the original music, which, by the way, it includes it. But I'll probably do like my first playthrough with the new music, obviously. yeah, now I'm instead of being like cautiously optimistic, now I'm just cautious. I'll still buy it day one
Yeah.
because, as previously stated, I'm a cuck. But I don't know. It's Crash the Crash like remakes. I never have a reason to go back and play the PlayStation 1 versions like ever again. This looks like I'll probably play through the entire thing on stream in one sitting and then not touch it again.
Right.
Like, which is really, really disheartening because, again, like, that
It's Spyro, man.
yeah, people who talk about like, oh, dude, like Mega Man, that was my shit, or like Resident Evil, that was my shit. It's like fucking Spyro was my game. I used to play that late at night. It was the game I played with my mom because it was like the only one she wanted to play, and she'd like get the gems after I went to bed. Because honestly, she's real annoying about it. Like she was a completionist, and I just wanted to fucking run around. Yeah, so it's like kind of heartbreaking. And it's like, yeah, Alora's design looks really good. Sheila's design does not look good. Like, other characters are getting the shaft, and it's like, oh, just shut up. You don't like change. And I'm like, yeah, but this...
You're allowed to have your
like,
opinion.
I was like, I absolutely, I'm not going to say, like, this feels soulless, because it doesn't. But, like, I feel like the charm that the original has is not, it's not the same charm. It's not the same, like...
I
like
honestly
that
feel
I
like
fell
that.
in love with, and
I feel like that airs more on the side of Activision being a bunch of fucking cucklords. Because if anything is to go by like what I'm hearing about, the hearsay around the development process of what's going on right now, those devs are really pushing hard to have a remaster that's worth having. And I think 100% Activision is doing what Activision does best and just completely shitting on the artistry of fucking video games.
Yeah, and it comes down to like I don't even think what they're making is necessarily bad.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. Like the magic, the same magic is not there. Sometimes they fucking kill it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they nail it. It's super good. They showed like the first like kind of Roman Coliseum level from Spyro 3, the one with the skateboarding thing on it. That stage looks fantastic, like incredible. But then there all these tiny little things come up. It's like, oh yeah, you saved a dragon. Those are your power stars of the game. Before in the original, they'd have this little animation. They come out the egg, they do a little dance, they do something. You'd see a name, and they disappear. Now the egg just explodes. There they are. They disappear. It's like maybe a second or two.
Wow.
It's so many. It's things where on their own they're nitpicks, but across like 3 full fucking games, it starts to add up. And I think the biggest one is there's just a purple haze over everything. There's color grading that doesn't need to be there, and it makes it look bad. Oh, man. But whatever. That's enough Spyro gripes. I'll gripe more when the game comes out.
Now to talk about a game that a lot of people are pretty opinionated about for the wrong reasons.
No, I don't have anything.
You don't have
Let's talk about Cyberpunk.
Yeah!
Maxx loses.
Cleaner than a cunt in a convent is some of the most offensive shit I've ever heard.
So, and it's coming out of Makoto's mouth.
Ooh.
Jeremy Lee, people are suspecting that's the voice actress.
Oh, man, that'd be crazy!
So, Makoto, Asuna...
Man.
At least for that voice.
Yeah.
We'll talk about I think we should maybe... We can either start with the good, because there's more of that, or we can just get the bad out of the way.
Well, I want to talk more about the controversy behind it just for a second.
I didn't know there was more controversy than just people don't like it.
Well, there's 2 things that happened of note for Cyberpunk in the past couple of weeks. And one of them was the large ones that got put on blast. Their Twitter got put on blast pretty recently for having a joke. Did you assume their gender joke?
I thought that was Doom.
No.
Doom had a different one.
Doom got put on blast because of the fact that many people thought that they were trivializing the idea of normalization and deplatformization. So essentially the concept is like the Doom was poking fun at people just trying to normalize things.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a call out to any sort of SJW, regardless of whether or not Resetera wants to fucking do that and march down that path. It was just a funny joke that got taken too far because, of course, the internet did that.
And I even got the impression that wasn't like a human thing. That was like the demons made that.
Yeah,
I never even took it as like a I don't know.
It
I
was
guess
the
that's
robot dude who's also a fucking demon dude or whatever he was in
Yeah.
the first Doom.
I guess the mindset's like the way you like you hear it and the first thing your brain jumps to is
Yeah.
like totally different for me in that regard because I don't have to fucking deal with it.
Right. So what ended up happening was that people really didn't like the fact that they made that joke because I guess that joke is
See, I don't even remember it.
yeah, well, because it's a Twitter thing. So the joke
Oh,
was
the
considered
Twitter, right,
it was considered to be transphobic, and I like it's such a like a hairy subject to get into.
Yeah.
But I at the end of the day, I feel like the immediate knee-jerk reaction that is coming from outrage culture is actively ruining any chance we have at actually making things better.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this with the James Gunn controversy back in the day, where the problem is that people can learn.
Yeah.
People don't. Cancel culture doesn't need to be a fucking thing anymore, guys. It really doesn't. Like when we're canceling people, quote unquote, canceling people, it does not need to be people who are actively working towards being better human beings.
Yeah.
And like looking back and scrounging in their past and doing what you have to do just so you could feel better. Like it, I mean, deplatformization totally works on a level when you're going after the right people.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like just don't buy the game. Just
Yeah, and
unless it's being funded by child slave labor.
Which I think Quantic Dream was.
Quantic Dream 100% was made with child
Yeah,
slave labor. Like
yeah.
100%. I can almost guarantee it.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't look up like I wouldn't
Statistics.
like try and like prove that. But if you just wanted to blindly take my word, that'd work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, like
What got me fucking going, what got my goat, was the idea of someone getting on there and they had what people construed as a non-apology of the idea of, we were sorry if you guys took it that way, we did not mean to offend you.
yeah.
Which is, I mean, what else are they going to fucking say? And then, this post was made in the site that we all know, that I always frequent
Yeah.
because God bless them, they're,
Yeah.
I don't want to make enemies of them, but,
I don't know why you're beating around the bush. You've already name dropped Resetera.
Yeah, etc. Whatever. I forgot.
Uh,
I don't want to make enemies of etc. But the fact of the matter is that, like, just like, hey, you know what? You guys have a political stance. Do you? That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get in there, homie. But like, fuck me. Like, there's no discussion on that board.
No.
Any room for discussion is just completely blown the fuck out. But this whole controversy with the use of the liberal use of the word cunt in Cyberpunk
that
is fuck. I made a tweet about it and it was funny as fuck because just like Rowboat was saying earlier, he's not an Aussie. I don't think he's from the UK, but he was like, you Americans really like exaggerate that word.
And for me, like, it was surprising to hear in a game because it's just we don't say that here as much. So I'd say it's only a stronger curse word just because you don't hear it as often.
Yeah.
But like my problem wasn't that word. My problem is people are swearing all the time.
Yeah. The
and
writing.
and people have said it's like Cyberpunk has always been like that. And I'm like, yeah, because it makes sense. Like Cyberpunk by nature, you're in a shitty situation. But like, it makes sense for like the scroungers and the mercenaries who talking like that. The thing that killed it for me was like the security lady that like I don't know the exact what's behind it. If it's just the police, they work for the government. What's up with that? I feel like she should be really pompous and snobby like she was. I don't think she should be swearing just as much as the mercenaries.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Like at all. Is there going to be a room of scientists and it's like, man, this stupid cunt doesn't know how to do geometry good.
What a fuck.
Yeah.
It really, I think the one takeaway from the demo was the fact that the writing that I traditionally, a lot of people will fight with me back and forth on this. I think traditionally the writing from City Project Red was fantastic. I think one of the best examples of writing that, fight me on this one, I don't care, the Red Baron and how they handled him. One of my, how you make a sympathetic character of someone who is effectively a wife beater, I'll never know, but that is the way to do it. That is that character is not a good man.
Yeah.
And they somehow made that man human, and it's like,
well, that's the thing is your main
like, it's
character can
hard.
be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And you can still write it well.
Yeah,
write
absolutely.
It good and make the character sympathetic. And the thing is, like, there is no way I can sympathize with any of these people, like at all.
Cyberpunk was out the edge. Like that's one of the main takeaways. And you know what? Johnny Mnemonic kind of edge. I'm super down for it.
Yeah.
But like people say, yeah, cursing is just what Cyberpunk is. Yeah, fuck you. Go play Deus Ex. Go play Shadowrun. There are games and
I would go so far as to say that swearing is what this podcast is. But even still, like it's definitely seems like more of a like it's a lot easier to just write a sentence saying like fuck you than it is to like actually like just write the sentence without fuck. How would they say it otherwise?
Right.
And like going down that road like line in the Cyberpunk demo, it was like 50 minutes of people just like swearing into the air.
Into the fucking air, just letting it rock, and it wasn't like it didn't make sense. It was just them consistently fucking like hunting up a storm. Hey, look, someone did that too.
I did not say hunting up a storm. Did I say cursing up a storm?
Oh well, hunting up a storm,
there you go.
Whatever.
I will say, the Covenant line is pretty funny.
That's strong.
On its own, that line is funny, but it doesn't mean as much when you have now you just keep saying it.
Yeah.
And I think part of the reason why that line was so like it hit so hard is because like again that word does not show up in video games.
Right.
Maybe even like Grand Theft Auto. Like I don't remember ever hearing it.
It happened.
It probably happened at some point. But like, you got it. You got the knee jerk.
If Grand Theft Auto beats you for having smarter writing, not to say that Grand Theft Auto has been like for dumb people.
No.
But a series that is specifically about very unlikable characters doing very unlikable things, is beating you out as a 70+ hour RPG. I think people have the right to be a little spooked on the fact that this writing is a bit much.
And again, for this, if they had just shown like these like characters, these mercenaries living at the bottom of Night City,
right?
Like, and it was like that, and then they showed like how other characters in the world interact, then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. But if everyone's going to act like this, then like it's like trust me, I love Edge. I love Edge.
Dude, I love it.
It's one of my favorite things. I unironically like enjoy Shadow the Hedgehog, not for its gameplay, but because it's the dumbest shit. But that's not what I thought Cyberpunk was going to be, and you can chalk that up to me not knowing about Cyberpunk, like the series, not the genre.
It doesn't matter about the series. The series like doesn't even have. I mean, it's about a dystopian society. There's a lot of shit going on in it. But like the idea that you need to have just this massive amount of cursing in place of a game that topically can go a lot of places, and it just doesn't feel like I want that serious moment-to-moment feeling that Witcher was able to fucking convey, where it was like it had a lot of its really lighthearted moments, and then one particular mission that I absolutely adore. Is you encounter one of your bard friends. He's like a recurring character in the Witcher series. I forget his name right now. He goes, hey dude, it's a really fun quest where it's like I think either he bought it or he inherited a whorehouse, and he was like, I'm gonna turn it into a theater. Like I'm gonna redo everything. It's gonna be a theater where people can put on acts. I'm gonna clean this fucking town up.
Okay.
And you help him do that. And it gets to a point where it's like it's very lighthearted, fun mission, and he comes up to you and goes, let's celebrate. And you just get fucking drunk and hammered with him, and it's a good time. And as you're getting drunk, the girl that he wants to be with, who's also like the main star, and you've helped him like, court her, and like she gets attacked. And not attacked in a way where it's like fun, like she's a singer, so someone pours acid down her throat to fuck up her vocal cords and like brutally attacks her, and that quest casually carries on into what is effectively an assault investigation. Okay, find this motherfucker and kill him.
Yeah.
And that is what I want in Cyberpunk. I want that really just like intense, very fun, very lighthearted, but also just the intense, like real. Like this feels real, and like this could happen. Like this is fun because it's like in your face, and it's like actually mature storytelling.
And again, I still think it can do it. I need to see how every like member of this society acts at each like social class. Because right now, if everyone's just swearing, that's like, okay, then this is now just like, this is cursing for the sake of cursing, which may be what Cyberpunk has always been, and it's like, all right, I like the genre, not the IP.
The most well-versed...
Because, the idea of, like, your character, I don't know if they all start at the same place, where you're a mercenary, and then you kind of divide into what you want to end up doing. Yeah. But the idea of, like, you just being this foul-mouthed, like, street Ronin, and then as you work your way up in society, you're, like, trying to be more proper around, like, there's room for, like, really funny moments. There's room for, like, your character slipping up and that creating drama. But if, like, no one cares, then it's just kind of swearing for the sake of swearing. The shock value worked on the Cunt in the Covenant joke. It worked perfectly. And then the shock just kept devaluing over and over and over again.
Yeah, like it went from, like, genuine witty potential for witty commentary to this is just Judge Dredd, which is fine, and that's fine. Like, look, that's cool.
We're still gonna play it.
Yeah, first and foremost, before we even fucking continue, the Cyberpunk trailer, or the 48-minute long demo that we've been hearing about. So a lot of people have been hyping the fuck out of this demo, and my takeaway from it so far has been, that is not as mind-blowing as people make it out to be, and I'm way more excited because of it.
Yeah, because it's not impossible. It's incredible. It's not impossible to make.
Right.
Because the good part about the Cyberpunk trailer is that game looks fun as fuck.
Yeah.
It looks super, super good. Everything aesthetically about it, the sound design, it looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, man... I know they're just taking a break from Deus Ex, but, like, maybe just continue taking the break. Maybe...
You might take an L. I don't know, man. Deus Ex is a fun... both Deus Ex games are, like, easily some of my favorite fucking games.
It's much more stealth-focused, for sure, whereas this, it's play it however you want. And, like, Deus Ex is kind of like that, but if you run in guns blazing, you're probably going to die. Yeah. If you're playing on higher difficulties and stuff like that.
Here you have a slow-motion dash.
It's a dash that also puts you in slow motion, and you just have free air movement. There's wall running. There's hacking where, like, you just deactivate guns and then you wall run and you pull out your praying mantis arm blades.
Yeah.
Like, it's super cool. And stuff like seeing character subtitles above their heads, like, while you're walking through the street, so you don't have to have them all piling up at the bottom of the screen. And then they said, you're going to be able to manage and customize your HUD however you want. Like, all of the gameplay stuff for Cyberpunk was not life-changing, like people have been saying.
Right.
Good. Because that means it's a video game that will come out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also,
looking at that, and since they've said that they had the milestone of being able to play from start to finish, I was like, this game comes out next year. This game straight up comes out next year. Like that,
I would say early 2020.
Maybe early 2020.
Like
if
January,
it comes out next year,
February.
like it's going to be very late 2019.
Yeah.
I will definitely. But like, I will not put it past them to just be like, oh fuck, people really like the way that, because one of the biggest problems that they've had through development is trying to figure out what exactly they want Cyberpunk to be.
Yeah.
And now that they have a solid foundation that everyone is like, yeah, like that's. Now it's basically done. Yeah. Now it's now
the design doc is done.
Well, no, the game is done. Yeah. Not in the sense that it's complete. They've said that you can play the full game from start to finish. That's
what
you
meant.
Huge
Okay,
milestone. Like that means basically it's like, okay, now the entire time we have is strictly for balancing, fine-tuning, doing all this shit,
QA,
making sure
that sort of stuff.
Actually, now we have a game. The game is there.
Yeah.
And the fact that we saw it, and there was pop-in and all that stuff. That shit excites me now. When people sit there and are like, oh, why would they show demos like that? I love that shit. When that fucking Uncharted demo freaked out and Nathan Drake became part of the goddamn environment and he died, I was like, this is a real game. This is a real game. Let's go.
Or the one where the demo opens up and the guy like starts to explain it, but Nathan Drake won't move.
Yeah.
He's just standing there.
Yeah, because it's broke. And I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes! This fucking game is real! Like, that's...
Yeah, and it's...
Oh, man.
And obviously, like, it's going to take a graphical hit. Like, 100%. Like, it's not going to look like that. But...
I don't know.
No.
Maybe not on consoles.
Maybe not on consoles. I don't
CD
know.
Projekt Red is really good. I mean, it looks super good on consoles, but, like, on PC, have you seen Witcher 3 on PC?
I have seen
That's
that.
kind of life-changing.
I must have seen it
super
at your
good.
place once.
Yeah.
I
think
have
so.
to have.
It runs amazingly. You can turn that shit all the way on full blast, and that game just beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
But yeah, no, Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, the video game looks awesome. I have to know more about the world. And again, it's CD Projekt Red, so I imagine the world building, regardless of how the characters speak, is still going to be very good. Just because all the small little things that you notice just walking down the street, it's super cool. Like, I just wanted him to stop, but it's like, yeah, why does the main character have a vending machine in their apartment?
There's a lot of things.
Why, yeah, stuff like that. And it's very... I'm interested in learning more about the world. I just hope it's through a variety of different lenses and not just, oi, cunt!
Yeah.
Fucking...
I don't want the same fucking foul-mouthed piece of shit every character. I think that what's great about Cyberpunk is the fact that there are so many differing factions with differing. The lady you're talking about is a corporate. Like she runs with one of the fucking like largest corporations there. You can definitely tell that from the fact that like they call her Corpo and all that shit. But there's also like a bunch of other really cool things, like the idea of how cybernetics work.
Yeah.
In Cyberpunk, the more that you attach cybernetic upgrades to yourself in universe, it's supposed to make you crazy, because the idea is that the more you take away your human side, the less inclined you are to feel empathy. So empathy is actually a stat in the Cyberpunk pen and paper RPG. So the idea of possibly being able to play into that, which also plays into the Psycho Squad, which is what the first trailer was about, which is a group of police that were created solely for the purpose of going after the quote-unquote Blade Runner types of people who are just kitted out to the fucking brim with like tons of military tech. And their job is to go after crazy people who are, I forget what there's a term for it in world.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, you either have a choice. Either A, we know you're about to go fucking crazy. We can GPS you, tag you, and you come and we retrain you to be a normal person in society. Or B, we come after you. We're gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah,
like
that's
cool as shit.
Cool,
and I would love to see that. Yeah. I didn't see any of that in the trailer.
Yeah, it was a very, very standard. I want thing. Go get thing.
Yeah.
Here's thing. Oops, like you betrayed me. Yeah. Well, don't get betrayed next time.
Somebody said, and it was heartbreaking. But somebody said, "Yeah, this just looks like Cyberpunk GTA," and I was like, "Yup, yeah, it does." And that's
I
that's
would
a big
more
problem.
liken it to just. It felt like Deus Ex, but like it felt like Deus Ex. Like just the way like the mission structure was and stuff like that, and then it also, I'm happy you can turn the numbers off, because the moment I saw numbers when you're shooting, it's like, oh, I hate this.
Yeah, the numbers.
There's
the numbers
nothing I hate more than that. It's like
I'm okay with numbers. Like I'm on the opposite. I love that kind of shit, but like, to the extent where every number hits after every
bullet.
So
it's like Bulletstorm was.
So
not Bulletstorm. Fucking Borderlands. That's what
Destiny does it really well by making it incredibly inconspicuous and just making like it's very like they're very tiny lettering.
Yeah, and just have the number count up.
Yeah. I think that's how they do it. They let the number count up, and that's really good. Yeah. But like the concept of just throwing numbers at you, it's like okay. Like I'd rather.
Yeah. There's some stuff like there's also other times where it's like, yeah, Monster Hunter does that, but I don't see a health bar. I don't know how much health this has, so why do I care about the number?
Right. Show me the health bar. Get the numbers away.
Make it get hit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, no. In general, I'm excited that Cyberpunk is a real game, but cautiously excited to kind of see. Well, again, we're gonna play it no matter what, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like, is this a day one thing for me, or is this like we'll see what happens.
It's been so long. This is right up there with FF7 Remake.
No,
I'm gonna get that day one.
yeah, and that's the
right
thing.
now. Honestly, here's how the hype goes. It's Cyberpunk,
At the
DMC5, and then Remake.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts is like I don't even give a shit anymore. Like I've been so like I know it's coming,
Yeah.
but it's like I see everything and I'm like until I've seen so much footage and I still don't believe it's coming.
Yeah.
I still don't like Cyberpunk for whatever reason. I feel like I can believe it, but Nomura I can't believe it. Like
Yeah, and Nomura has also once again said, like, the last level of Kingdom Hearts 3 will change your life forever.
yeah, and that's
It's like,
good
what's
for
the-
fucking
and
you.
it's
I
like-
hope it does.
It's
But
like, why do... Is it just Toy Story? Is it just... and you know what? I hope I pick that game up, and there's tons of fucking worlds, and all we've seen is Toy Story. I really hope that.
yeah.
But my other worry is, like, man, Toy Story is really big. I hope there's not just 5 worlds in this game, and then we call it a day.
Well, I'm more excited for like the actual like the end game world. The end game world.
I'm more excited. Again, at this point, I don't fucking care about the Disney worlds. I don't want to help Elsa do the
I
thing.
want to see my Final Fantasy boys. Where they at? Where they at though? Try to see Leon's dick.
If Aqua's coming back, Zach may very well come back
Oh, true.
because Zach wants that. No, I got that.
You mean Terra?
I was gonna say no. Zach wants that Aqua dick.
Ooh, does ooh.
Yeah, I know. I started the sentence and it didn't end well. But yeah, no. Birth by Sleep. Zach is the Final Fantasy character for Olympus Coliseum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, if I fight all these guys off, will you go on a date with me?" And Aqua's like, "Oh, baka baka." Yeah. I also hope like they actually kill Goofy off in this one because they were punk ass bitches in Kingdom Hearts 2. Kill someone off. Raise the stakes. They're gonna win. Just kill somebody off.
Just do it, man.
I think Sora's gonna die at the end of the game.
Dude, Sora's dead.
Sora's gonna join the live stream.
Sora's death flag is fucking locked.
Yeah, because he's been garbage for every game. Like he
I'm
never
telling you,
stopped being
Sora
garbage.
dies. You end the game as Riku.
Sora dies like in the tanker bit.
Sora becomes
Sora
part of the
dies.
Keyblade.
Oh no! Again, I hope for Roxas, and I hope they said there may be another playable character. Maybe
It's Riku.
I don't
It's
want it.
fucking Riku.
I don't want it to be Riku. I want it to be Ventus or Roxas.
Might be Ventus. Probably Riku.
It's probably going to be Riku,
It's
but they've done
probably
Riku
Riku.
already.
Right, but
They've
now
all- I mean,
they haven't done big dick. Riku motherfucker has these moves. Like what are fucking Riku's transformations gonna be?
Half of Dream Drop distance is Riku,
Right,
but
they haven't done. We haven't seen.
you mean Riku doesn't have drives yet?
yes?
Riku has never dual wielded key. Well,
Yeah.
he can't.
But what if he can't?
He can't.
But what if he
You
can't?
know why Sora can dual wield, right?
Because he has Ventus.
Because he's got a little boy inside his heart. Riku doesn't. He's just got evil shadow. But he'll have a stand. He'll have Devil Trigger. He'll have Nero's Devil Trigger.
All right, I'm back on board.
Yeah, that's right. I got you. 2 money.
All right, guys.
Uh,
I'm sick of this fucking Kingdom Hearts talk.
I thought that was the wrap up, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't got.
I'm
I'm sure there's something else.
I'm
I know
sure
there's
there's-
controversy brewing everywhere,
Yeah, there's
mainly to do with Riot Games, but I don't really
Riot.
want to talk about that.
I was said, yeah, very interesting read came out about the state of like working at Riot Games. I forget the name of the developer's name.
Surprise, surprise! They're pieces of shit.
Yeah, if you can find it, there's a link to it on his LinkedIn, which was weird.
Yeah.
When hey, you know what? Get your get your contacts out there. I appreciate the hustle. But it's a very interesting read. Not super worth going into here because it's nothing new. Riot sucks. Did you know that?
It's nothing new. It's the same shit we've heard every time. Where unfortunately, Game dev hierarchies now exist. There is a number of people that are, from the very clicky nonsense that happens in a lot of companies.
Yeah.
Max is scrolling through his phone and he's just.
So do you want a quick good news or the quick bad news?
Give me both.
No, I'm gonna give you both. I was wondering what the order you wanted.
I'll take the bad news first.
New Wild Arms game.
It's on the phone.
For phones.
Yeah, okay, I remember I saw that.
But Travis Strikes Again has a release date, January 18th, 2019. I guess they really wanted that game to die. I guess they wanted that game dead. They wanted to kill Travis Strikes Back.
The fact that that game is what decides whether or not No More Heroes 3 is coming out is fucking me up, dude. Because I'm going to have to buy 7 copies. Like, that's it. Like, that's the only... That's the end game. I can't. I need No More Heroes 3.
I just hope they put him in Smash and everybody picks him. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll work.
Did you see that fucking...
Which one? They just keep leaking. I am
the
so
Dante
sick.
leak?
I am so sick.
Because that guy who did the Dante leak also called out a lot of the Gamescom demo and a lot of the other things.
I pray that Dante is not in Smash. And we've talked about this. Because the spot goes to Travis.
Yeah, it does.
He has earned that spot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, here's one for you. My Hero Wants Justice is going to get free DLC. My Hero Academia.
Oh.
Do you want to know who it is?
Who?
It's Deku, but he kicks.
All right,
It's
everybody, I'm
Deku.
done. We're going to need to fucking get more. We're just going to have to actually get topics next time.
I don't know. I think we filled the time pretty well.
We're doing good.
There had to be another thing. I remember there was one thing.
I like how me and Max only go to Gamatsu now. And like every other site BTFO'd.
Yeah, I don't care about what?
Non-weeaboo titles. Just say it.
Oh, Persona Q2 got like fully announced, and they've been showing stuff. And God, I hate Etrian Odyssey. And
Shinji's
God, I
back.
didn't want to bring my fucking 3DS out.
Shinji's alive.
What?
Shinji.
Shinji?
That's his name, right?
Who?
Persona.
Persona 3 protagonist?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Shinji. Yeah, he was in Q1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The real important thing is that the Persona 3 female protagonist is in it, and she plays a very important part in the story. But guess what? It's Etrian Odyssey, so I don't give a... And it's on the 3DS! Really glad I bought this fucking Switch.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm done.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
I got nothing else. Hey, thanks for coming around to our podcast. We appreciate you.
No, there are 2 other ones. I think we talked about Windjammers 2 last time, just fucking getting announced.
Yeah.
But you know what we didn't talk about? Just fucking getting announced? There's a Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, yeah.
Out of nowhere. Like, .mu, which I have not heard very good things about .mu, like in general. But,
it looks
man,
fun.
they are fucking, like, these are the games you want. Here you go. Over. So, man, maybe they're doing a Capcom-esque revival tour. But, I don't know. We'll have to see. Looks good. Art looks good.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. It's Devil May Cry and fucking Cyberpunk. Just like.
Yeah.
They both look so good.
What's coming up? We're going to be streaming Spider-Man this upcoming weekend. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream the whole game. I'm definitely going to record it and then say I'm going to do something with it. Probably not. Just let the thing sit on my computer.
Woo!
I will need my hard drive.
It's here. I found it.
Okay.
It's literally sitting in my fucking...
Okay, I'm going to grab that just because, like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Did I ever tell you how much the Persona 5, like, footage took up?
No.
It was close to like 300 gigs.
Holy fuck!
Like but it was my full first playthrough.
Oh well,
yeah. And guess what I did with it? Nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing. So yeah. Expect Spider-Man next week. I think regardless we'll do it on a Friday. You know, it might just happen on my lap a little earlier. You know.
Yeah.
Review copies. We've made it. But yeah, no, Spider-Man for sure. I guess Shenmue at some point, maybe.
Shenmue's gonna be for a while,
Yeah.
because I'm in the middle of doing Yakuza, and
Yeah.
Yakuza I'm doing the full playthrough.
Oh hell yeah, where are you at?
Just chapter 2, so
Okay, that's a long game.
it's a very long game.
It's
But
like
if I do a
17
chapter or
chapters.
stream, we're good.
No, No. You're going to have to grind off stream, for sure.
Oh, fuck.
And grinding with Majima is way easier than Kiryu. Grinding with Kiryu sucks. Because it's time-based, because of the real estate system.
Well,
Majima will be way stronger than Kiryu by the end of that game. Just, like...
if you just tell me how to grind, or where I need to grind off stream, I think we should be good.
Majima, you'll be fine. Kiryu, you actually have... you have to wait for your real estate to bring in money.
Right.
That's the only part of that game I didn't like. Was upgrading Kiryu was a nightmare. But the cabaret minigames, Majima, level him up, get him new styles, and are super fun. So, I don't know. Love Yakuza 0. I'm happy you're playing that.
Yeah.
Other than that, the podcast will probably happen the week after next.
Yeah, because I'm
back
coming back on Monday, next Monday.
We'll go back.
Or the Monday after next.
We'll go back to the 2-week plan. But other than that, that is it. If you were watching on YouTube, consider watching us on Twitch. So you can be a part of the chat, part of the live experience. If you were on Twitch, watch it on YouTube so I can justify uploading it. You can follow us on Twitter at MAXX for me, at Phil's Her Mang for Phil.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I'm going to probably continue Breath of the Wild. I'm definitely going to continue Breath of the Wild. It's not probably. And there was one other thing. We may open up something for questions. I'm thinking. I think we'll maybe start doing that, do like 2 or 3 questions a week. So stay tuned to the Twitter and possibly next podcast for more information about that. I don't know if we'll do it through like a hashtag on Twitter or through emails. We'll see.
Yeah.
Emails seems more open for easier for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. And
Love you. Take a nap, guys.
Love you. Take a nap, guys.
Here we go.